Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Flesh and Blood stream. Tonight, we're going to be playing some more Victor games. I gotta admit, Victor's felt pretty good recently. And I think there's a couple matchups that, Victor struggles into. But I think that if we can, work through some of that and maybe start to, piece together some wins and maybe things start to look a little bit better, we might be able to play that. We might be able to play Victor at Singapore. I'm holding out hope that we can play Victor at Singapore. I think that Victor would be really cool to play at Singapore. I feel very comfortable with the hero. I've played a lot of Victor in the past, so transitioning back to Victor would be a pretty easy thing to do. But yeah, I did make a couple changes to the list that we're going to talk about. Also, before we get started, don't forget Victor video tomorrow. We got a gameplay video coming tomorrow at 12 o'clock Eastern time, so make sure you check that out. Mekado, Wally J, Trent, what's up, guys? More go again equals more horsepower. Damn, that's such a good stream title. I missed that. Damn it, good call, Trent. I should have named the stream that. Hey, Simper, what's up, dude? So yeah, we're playing Victor. We're testing. We're gonna see what we can put together. Let's take a look at the deck we're going to be playing. So we're still on our same 48 card main deck. The biggest change that I've made is that I ended up cutting Terra Sunder to be able to play Rouse the Ancients. I think that Rouse the Ancients gives us better go again into certain matchups. Having more natural go again into like Mario, for instance, if we have tempo, it's very good into Verdance. It has play into Kayo. Like a lot of our tougher matchups, we struggle because we're not able to threaten enough damage. And so I think the value that we can get from a card like Rouse the Ancients could be pretty good. Plus, as weird as it sounds, there are times when Rouse the Ancients will win a clash that Terra Sunder will not. So Rouse the Ancients basically always loses a clash, but it's not bad, right? Like, it can win a clash, and so I think that makes it kind of worth it. So yeah, I don't know. We're going to try it, and we're going to see how it feels. Then the other change that I've made is that I cut the Arcane Compliance out of the sideboard, and I went back to playing Outmuscle. Now, this gives us access to 12 go-again cards in matchups where we need it. Now, the question is, will it be enough? I have no idea. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping it'll be enough, but we're going to see what happens tonight. We are going to play some games and try to get some good reps in. If anybody is playing Gravy Bones or Verdance and wants to test some games into me, I would be greatly appreciative of that. I could really go for some pretty tough games tonight. Hey, Raphael, does Rouse the Ancients win a clash with no card power? Okay, so yes, I think is the answer to your question, but I'm going to clarify just in case I'm misunderstanding. If my opponent flips over a non-attack action and I flip over Rouse the Ancients, I win because I presented a value. So if that's your question, yes, it does work that way. Trent speaking facts like always, dudes. Yeah, dude, exactly. Trent's a big fact speaker. Also, everybody who does not know, Trent and his wife just bought a house. So big congrats to Trent in the chat for getting their house. It's pretty exciting. I was like, Carly and I were ecstatic when we bought our house. So I can only imagine they're feeling the same way. All right, let's see what do we got here. I know we have Crush the Week. I know we have Choke Slam. I know we have E-Strike. We are not on Batter to a Pulp, Outmuscle, or Zealous Belting. So we're on the weakest link. I mean, I guess there could be random pieces of value here, and we're also going to be on Tech Plating instead of Tunic. So, I mean, I think just more things that block are good for us, right? More things that block are good for us. They're playing Mask of the Pouncing Lynx. I think that's correct. House bought in today's economy? Dude, exactly, Felipe. Exactly, dude. That's honestly exactly how I see it. Like, buying a house in today's economy is crazy. Like, it is tough. Tough. It is tough to buy a house right now. Houses are crazy expensive, dude. The U.S. housing market is crazy. Apparently, Canada's housing market is even crazier than ours, but yeah. We're just gonna block like this. I mean, I'm pretty interested in trying to stay above this if I can. Taking as little damage as possible here. They're going to flick this dagger at us to put us to 38. And then they're going to buy both their daggers back in Arsenal, I imagine. Hey, Sarant, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Acilio is also a matchup I could use some practice into. I would be down to like practice Acilio for sure. Okay, so if we play Visit Goldmane Estate and draw into a blue, like Chef's Kiss, we're insanely good at this game. But if we draw into a red, it's just going to be throw Command and Conquer. Are we better to throw the Pummel? I really like setting up the mites here. I think we're able to greed just a little bit when we're going second. Oh my gosh. You absolutely love to see it. So we get to make a Surge, and we get to throw Command and Conquer. I hate that that's like all 3 Visit Goldmane Estates so early, but this is a very, very good play for us. I'm very surprised our opponent picked to go first. I understand their thought process, but I think it's better to go second in this matchup. I feel like we'll struggle into Acilio. Like, honestly, I feel like we'll struggle into Acilio. We're able to play AB2 and then like a decent amount of equipment block, but I don't know how good it is against a good Acilio player. Hey, Andrew, what's up, dude? Yeah, I'm actually very excited to be back on Victor. Victor's definitely like a comfort pick for me. I really like where the deck's at. I think it's got a few bad matchups we got to figure out, but the deck feels like it's in a good place. I think Victor's in a very good place, to be honest. It doesn't matter how we do the triggers. It doesn't matter. Love those. I just wanted more draws. I mean, listen, sometimes you get rewarded for just greed monstering. Sometimes you get rewarded. Like, it does happen from time to time where you're just like, oh man, I'm so good at this game. I mean, Golden Sun for 13 feels pretty good, but also doesn't really do anything for us. We could throw the Golden Sun and then heave Thunderquake and pass. Is not a bad play. I mean, it's a 1-card play for next turn, and we're going to be able to throw 13 points of damage at them. Or we have the ability to throw... We could make a Surge and throw Cranial Crush for 11, denying them the ability to draw cards and then setting this up for another turn, which is not bad. I think heaving the Thunderquake feels pretty good here, to be honest. Like, I hate to get rid of a gold, but I think just 13 that they can't block if they have a clunker into heave, and like we're just setting up a 2-card 8 for next turn. I know that there's no real disruption here, but I think this is fine. Trounce could set us up pretty well. We could be looking at like a weird like 1-card play for the Spinal Crush. I doubt it. We'll probably just play the Thunderquake to get it out of our arsenal, but hey, I mean, you know. Hey, Dylan, what's up, buddy? Hey, Bim, what's going on, dude? Our girlfriend just called me because she's visiting her family and their second monitor is working, and she explained all of these things that they tried to do to fix it. I asked if they tried restarting the PC and they said no, and then it didn't fix the problem. I mean, Valk, like that's like the real story of working in IT, is that you end up doing stuff like that, where you literally just end up doing some nonsense like that, where you're like, oh, have you tried restarting the computer? Before I call our actual IT department, and I mean literally every single time before I call our IT department at work, I restart my computer always. Yo, what's up, Kevin? I agree. Heaving Thunderquake is not something that happens very often playing Victor, but it is kind of cool when it does come together like that. I kind of like it. I won't lie. We'll just go ahead and block like this, I guess. Hey, Johnny, what's up? Johnny, I finished 96th at Nationals. I had a pretty bad day too, to be honest. I finished 8 and 7 overall. Winning with a Golden Sun's kind of nice. This is a... Actually, this is sweet because we can just block with this. Or I guess we can just pitch this here, actually, which is kind of cool. I don't know. We have a few options here. You went 8 and 7 too? Dude, Kevin, I'm sorry. I know you had a better start than me too, so I know that was probably tough, man. Was probably a tough feeling, I'm sure. So I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Sorry to hear that. I think blocking 5 is fine here because we have the ability to throw Thunderquake for 9, and then we can Arsenal the Spinal Crush. I mean, is there ever a world we're just supposed to throw the Spinal Crush? Like, probably, right? Like, we're probably just supposed to throw the Spinal Crush here. What do you think is this matchup's win rate? This is probably 60-40 Victor, maybe like 55-45. This is one of those matchups that I think is very, very close. And I think you like kind of have to fight for every point. Prism was nice to me, though. I mean, was Prism nice to you, or are you just one of the best Prism players in the world, Kevin? Like, let's just be real, bro. Let's just be real here. Updating their computer. A guy came in while I worked for the university library's tech support. He hadn't updated his PC for 8 years. Yo, 8 years is like crazy work, Hano. That is crazy work. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm somebody who will like push off an update or two. Like I am one of those people. Like I will push off an update or two. But man, that's crazy work. So I think throwing Spinal Crush for 10 is better here because throwing Spinal Crush for 10 more than likely gives us the breathing room to throw Thunderquake for 8, which is pretty good for us. And concession inbound. I mean, cool. Like, I'm not going to complain about something like that. Like, this is probably a hand where you just block. Honestly, what they were supposed to do was block Ancestral Empowerment, Lava Burst, Flight Path, and then they were supposed to go Spreading Flames, Blood Runs Deep, get both their daggers back and pass. But I mean, yeah, if they want to like if I had an opponent concede to me on turn 4 in a tournament, I would not complain. I would not complain. I mean, yeah, I did go positive. Like I finished in the top 100, Johnny. It was my best finish at Nationals ever. Which I don't like. Finishing in the top 100 at Nationals is like I don't feel like that's super great. But I mean, like it's okay, right? Like I don't know. Like I'm not super pumped about the result, but I'm okay with it, I guess is what I would say. Let's see. Syndra, second. We got the win. Up. Conceded on turn 4 to Spinal for 10. I mean, I'm not going to spend a lot of time, like, you know, hemming and hawing about what happened there. We're going first this time around. I think Puffin is one of those matchups where, like, it's pretty interesting. Like, I feel like this is a matchup that offers me a little bit of a puzzle because I've not played it a ton. So we are on Smaller Hammer here. We're not on Crush the Weak. We're on E-Strike. Choke Slam, Batter to a Pulp. Wondering, nah, they're probably playing the headpiece into us, right? Like they're probably playing gold headpiece into us. I don't hate this, to be honest. Tim and I were playing random games last night. We tried Syndra. I mean, to be fair, like hitting the like crazy stonks play of, I think this is fine. Actually, I'm sorry. This is wrong, opponent. I'm just going to throw Hammer and Arsenal the Spinal Crush and set up here. This is wrong. I'm not supposed to do this. Art of Dragon Scale, the Greaves on turn 0 is actually insane, Kevin. That's wild. I already proved you have the moves to get to at least top 8 in a big event. Your time will come, I'm sure. Johnny, thank you, man. I appreciate that. That means a lot. We're gonna keep grinding. We're gonna keep working on it, and hopefully we're gonna have a big event go our way in Singapore. It's kind of what I'm hoping for right now. Can you Art of the Dragon Scale the Gravy Compass? Only if you find a way to put a -1 counter on it first, Joe. You can't just like blindly do it, no. See, I would like to kill this thing. We might just... all those mites, though. Spinal Crush for 1 billion is so good, right? I mean, Spinal Crush for 1 billion is so good. This matchup's also super weird because we just don't naturally clash very well against this deck. Like, they have a lot of really good clash targets. So we just won everything there. Winning with the Golden Sun is kind of cool because it leaves us with a pretty good arsenal here. I mean, depending on what else they throw at us, we might just take some damage and like throw the Spinal Crush here. Oh, so yeah, I guess the scale does put a counter on something. So yeah, right, it's an equipment. It says target equipment you control. So yeah, I think so. No, I think you can, right? Oh, because it's a null block? I don't want to block this thing. They don't have any cogs, so I could block here and shield to prevent this. Because technically, if they untap, they could give this go again. And then they can't do anything else, right? So this just doesn't matter. Like, we're just taking 5. I think this is fine. The null block keeps it safe. That makes sense. Hey, Annabelle, what's going on? It'll just keep putting counters on it. Yeah, that's sad. I mean, all right. Yo, what? This is kind of interesting. Are we just supposed to block 4 here? It's a very interesting take on Puffin. Yeah, I think we're just gonna block this. Hey, what's up, Dot? On stream while drunk. Maybe you should try that at the next big tournament. Yo, I did it. I think Dave told me that when I went to London that I should have just been drunk. Which, I mean, to be fair, would have been hilarious. Like, could you imagine if I showed up to that tournament drunk? That would have been so funny. Would have been cool tech. Is this Nimby Puffin? I mean, it looks cool so far. Coax a Commotion is pretty sweet. Like, this feels like a very extreme aggro version of the deck, but I'm here for it, to be honest. This Puffin is definitely cooking. Hopefully they're not burning down the kitchen. Hopefully they're not burning down the kitchen. Remember my local Victor player throwing a Spinal for 18 into Puffin? She took it all. Her turn was not impacted at all because of all the crank. Yeah, see, that's crazy. I really hope that's not the case for them. I really hope their turn is heavily impacted by this. Based on how they're playing the deck, it seems like there's probably a higher chance for them to be more impacted by this play. Right now, they're taking 7. Yeah, so they take 7. Crush is active. We take the lead. We get to Arsenal the Golden Sun. Pretty much no matter what happens this turn, we're just going to kill the Parrot here. I don't really have any interest in doing anything else. Okay. I mean, sure. We just keep hitting all these, like, crazy clashes. Dude, we've hit Golden Sun off Clash of Might twice now. I mean, we could throw Command and Conquer at them. I think we're better off to just kill the Parrot. I think we're better off to just kill the Parrot and pass. We're setting up to play a better long game if we kill Polycranka here. In my so humble opinion. Just realized there was a Maxx that went 7-2 at CC and Nats. I mean, yeah, it had a very good like win rate day 1, I think, right? Like I think it went 5-0 in Swiss, if I remember correctly. Dylan, I could be wrong though. Don't quote me on that, please. For love of God, don't quote me on that. It's Cheerios Puffin. I mean, it's kind of cool. Like, I'm kind of here for what they're doing so far. Like, the scars. They're probably on, like, 9 soup ups, if I had to guess. I kind of like it. Like, money where your mouth is. Like, I don't know. This looks pretty cool. Now, this is less than optimal. Unless they have, like, a dovetail or something cool. And they're just going to be like, hey, prank him, John. Still an item they control until the end of the action phase. Ew, that's not very cash money of you, opponent. Maybe we block with Trounce and then we just get in with a quick dodge flexors. We can pitch the Macho Grande here. Well, I would like to win with something a little bit better. Like I was hoping for like a Spinal Crush or I don't know, you know, I guess anything better there, really. Someone will find a Puffin build that works. Oh, I'm convinced there's a Puffin build that works out there. I believe. I believe, Ian. I believe. You remember buying? I remember buying those when Rosetta was announced. Wait, buying what when Rosetta was announced? Now I wish I knew what we were talking about. They still have an action point. What did we talk about that got bought when Rosetta was announced? I mean, they're gonna pump this up to 6. No, they're gonna give this go again. And then we're just gonna throw the Golden Sun. So we're going to flexy flexers. Flex on them. Instagram straight flexing. This guy's playing a draft deck. I don't know. Looking pretty cool so far. I'm kind of here for it. I think this deck's kind of hot. We're just going to use Tunic so that we can use Flexers because we have the Vigor token. Which means we're fine. We were able to get 8 value out of our Quick Dodge Flexers this game, which I think is a massive dub for us. 11 overpower seems like a pretty good place to be. I'm trying to brew Puffin as much as I can. Dot, I see you going live working on it, man. I hope you figure it out, brother. Why does this feel like CMH Briar without the CMH? I feel like without CMH, Briar would have just been like, meh. I would actually love a Verdance game. Annabelle, I need a Verdance game. I need somebody help. Yeah, I need some serious testing games. This hand's insane. Let's go gambling. Dang it. Activate old Puffy Puff here. I'm always imagining, like, my opponent's always like, Reese's Puffs, peanut butter chocolate flavor. Every time they're playing Puffin, that's always what I'm imagining. In fact, I'm going to need you to sing that next time you go live, please. If you could, that would be great. Yeah, Annabelle, like, seriously, I need reps into the deck. It's not a good matchup for me, but I need reps into it to see how bad it is. Briar without the CMH is just Florian with CMH. Oh, hit a blue. You love to see it. You love to see it. Yeah, we're just gonna. I feel like we're gonna get more value out of the pummel than we are anything else this turn. Like this turn, I'm just way more interested in getting value out of the pummel here and like trying to continue to extend our life lead and putting our opponent on the back foot. Yeah, I need reps for Singapore. Like, there will be a lot of Verdance at Singapore, and I have to know if 12 go again cards is enough or not. Why are people saying Florian is bad or low tier right now? Florian struggles into Verdance, I feel like. I feel like Verdance kind of like really knocked Florian down like a peg there. But I still think that Florian's fine. Like people that are saying Florian is in a bad spot are like just I'm not. That's crazy. It's not accurate in any way, in my opinion. Like I'm all about like the fact that like Florian did take a step down. That I do agree with, but yeah, no, bad, absolutely not. Like Florian's in a fine position. Fine position. I mean, I feel like we're just gonna take 2. There's no like sneaky boom grenades off the top. This isn't Dashio. Also, the generally strong Florian list struggle into gravy. Yeah, sure. Raphael, I hope it's enough. Honestly, like I hope it's enough go again. I'm not counting my chickens or the eggs before they hatch. I don't know, whatever my grandmother says. But like I would like to test it to see, and I know Annabelle's a good player. Yeah, no, I would definitely like a game or 2 for sure. Like, I don't want to like spend the stream doing it because I'd like to play against other things, but I would like to try it. I think this is worth using Tunic to play the weakest link to try to keep Batter to a pulp. I was like, I assume it snaps. We'll probably just end up blocking someone else. So I'm on 3 Rouse the Ancients, 3 Zealous Belting, 3 Out Muscle, and I'm on 3 E-Strike. We're going to hope that the weakest link matters. It probably doesn't, to be honest, but I'm hoping it does. There's no guarantee it does. We could also just like E-Strike for 7 for more value. But if this matters, this is a big changer for us. Big changer for us.
Go. You love to see it.
Yo, what a name. Death by Teeth. What a name. Yo, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. Guys, if you're here for the first time or you're new to the channel, whatever your story is, we got 3 questions we ask everybody. What's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves in the chat, guys. No performance bonus love. I don't think performance bonus is that good. I don't know. Like I could be wrong, but it feels like kind of meh to me. I'm not a huge fan of that card. Hey, let's go. Death with the Prime sub. Dude, thank you so much for the Prime sub, Death. I really appreciate that. It means a whole bunch. All right, their hand is Soup Up, Snatch, Money Where Your Mouth Is, Scar for a Scar. All right, so it's Scar for a Scar. It's Scar for a Scar, Soup Up, Tunic. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. They're going to go Tunic, Money Where Your Mouth Is. So if I save the Trounce and the Disable for the end, we can try to put something together. Draw a card off the Trounce, so have Riches and Rouse going in the next turn, and another card, and then draw 2 cards off pitching Riches of Tropeldani. I think this is a fine turn. Miss Icelander so much. E-Strike being a 1-card 5 because you didn't care what you arsenaled. Oh, dude. Like, I really missed the days when, like, Icelander was a thing, and I also really missed the days when, I missed the days... Let's refresh. Icelander and Crown of Seeds were awesome because it didn't matter what you drew. It was just arsenal it. I think I would rather have the gold, right? Like, I don't care if they have the Snatch, to be honest. I think this is fine. Hopefully we win the Trounce. We won the first one, and now we have a Trounce on top, so we're going to target ourselves, and we're going to win with a Spinal Crush. So we're in a pretty good spot here. Currently on 3 Rouse, 3 Strike, 3 Zealous, 3 Midas, 2 Performance bonus. I think Midas Touch is a trap. I think Midas Touch is a trap. I mean, now I have to say the 3 yeah, we're taking 7 here. The 3 I can't remember what you just said. The performance bonus could be good. Could be good. Midas is good for Prism. I also feel like that's just a trap into Prism, right? Like I feel like we're trying to do too much when we don't have to. I mean, if this doesn't end the game for 11 overpower, we have Spinal Crush for next turn. It's insane into Prism? Okay. Tell me why. I'm here. I'm listening. Tell me why. Like, I'm open to hear why. I gotta hear it first. Lets you easy fatigue Prism? We're just hard fatiguing Prism by playing Midas Touch? I mean, but we already have a good Prism matchup. Like, sure, it's good, but like, shouldn't we be trying to fix other matchups? Not a matchup that we're already like favored into? Let's see. Puffin, we did get the win. Just good value on attacks and clashes. They were on Cheerios Puffin. It's a good thing to take a note of. Annabelle, if you want to play a game, let's play one, because I definitely need reps on my game plan into Verdance. Midas on Victor into Prism is just a snatch? But the card is cool into Prism nonetheless. I mean, sure. Can ally loop if you have Midas? Okay, that's fair. No gold, kill an ally, or you can get rid of library if needed. Oh, okay, so they're not getting gold, I guess. Okay, so it just allows you to like get off the like bigger things that they're trying to accomplish. Play one more? Okay, play one more it is. Hey, what's up, Josh? Been a YouTube viewer for a while, never get a chance to see your streams live, actually. Time zone stuff. Fab is actually my first TCG, and I got into it through a workmate. Hot dog wise, the classic European IKEA way. Onions, pickles, mustard, and ketchup, I suppose. All right, well, dude. Well, let's go, man. Well, Dad, thanks for coming by and hanging out. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate the Prime sub. Means a lot, and I appreciate the YouTube and the Twitch support. Means a lot. Appreciate you chilling with us. I mean, we probably lose this game. I don't have a sideboard plan for this. Like, this is probably not, like, a great matchup for us. That doesn't have a block value. They don't play a lot of items in their deck, but we'll see what they're on. Chokeslam could be good. E-Strike feels fine to me. I mean, listen, we might just get rolled by Maxx. I don't know what this matchup is like, but... Do we want Go again here? Or do we want Crush the Week? Let's just play Go again and see what happens. I don't know. Maybe we get a chance to, like, play offense with it. If Annabelle's not ready after this, I'm definitely I would definitely like a Fang game. A Fang game's something I need some, like, more reps into. Imagine losing to Maxx, bro. We're about to get steamrolled by Maxx. I mean, listen, you were just like Dylan just told us, like Maxx went like 7-2 in CC at Nationals, dude. Like this is like Maxx is the real pick for Singapore. We're about to get clowned on, bro. Now that sounds good. I'll check in after this game, Annabelle. All right, our opponent said they're thinking, so they're like trying to decide how they want to sideboard. I wonder if there's a world where we ever play Sledge in this matchup. Like, probably not, right? They're on Blaster. And they're playing 63 into us. We're going to show them Trounce, and we're going to block 5. Trounce on turn 0 is pretty good, but also, like, doesn't really matter that much. Like, if we win or lose, it's great, but it's whatever. Winning into a weakest link is kind of cool. I guess the real question is, like, are we going to try and keep the Rouse, or are we going to try and keep something like the weakest link to, like, try and play offense with? Maxx the Scam Nitro. We do have 6 Chokeslams. We do have blues and reds. I remember Maxx WR dropping after the Armory deck dropped. I mean, yeah, like, I think people were not super into, like, the Armory deck did not seem to do a lot of cool things for this deck. So we do not have the ability to, like, really get value. Like, we can't play the Rouse here. We could, like, crack a gold, but even then, like, we're just... I don't think that really benefits us that well. The weakest link's probably not going to get any value here, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, listen, we could lose. We could lose here. I'm not saying, like, it's... I mean, I don't know. I've never played it. I don't just because people aren't playing these heroes doesn't mean they don't have a good Guardian game plan, right? Like, Dash IE isn't played a ton, but like, yo, is Dash IE any good? Should we be looking at playing Dash IE right now? Like, is that something we should be doing? But at a higher level of creating a new archetype and not working because of lack of support? Yeah, I agree, Daniel. I completely agree with that take. I mean, we can just block with the weakest link here. Seems fine. Doesn't really seem like there's a big on hit we're trying to block or anything. I would like to be able to try to play like Rouse into like the Golden Sun maybe if it lines up, or maybe like Rouse into something else. I don't know. They crank an item to be able to get more value out of this. Yo, and they get to keep a second counter because of the crankshaft. It's looking good. We'll probably just like block here. Pitch the Riches of Triple Donnie to like be able to draw 2 cards here is pretty good. I legit sideboard a single Mangle for those mechanics. Oh, or for those Maniacs. Really, Death? I mean, I have to admit, it's not a deck I run into very often, so it's not exactly something I'm like super worried about like losing to, but oh, this seems pretty good. Wow, what a rip, huh? So it's 7 into the weakest link. So like, we just get to have a 13-point turn cycle here. Riches of Tropodani earning its $350 cut. I feel that way. I feel that way about almost any meta, if I'm being honest. I think that Enigma and Aurora gate kept a lot of things last meta, but I think now we have a much more open meta. Like, things are much more playable now, it feels like to me. Franz, I really wish they'd give me a cold foil one. Yeah, are they about to flip or something? Like, they're just blocking so, like, aggressively here. I mean, Supercell makes one, and then they pitch their last... No, they have a blue. They have a yellow? I think costs 4, I'm pretty sure, right? So they're going to attack for 4. I mean, we're going to block with the Trounce. Like, this is fine. Winning with the Golden Sun's insane value. Golden Sun goes to the bottom, and we do the Thunderquake. But we do have some extra golds, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Activate Maxx, and then just pass the turn. E-Strike Go again into Hammer seems okay. Or we could just pummel the Debilitate and like really try to get value out of our whole turn cycle here. Which... we could also draw a card. So if we draw a card, what's our turn look like? If we draw into a blue... no, I think we're better off to just like crash the boards for 7, right? We have to use everything to pummel this, but I think it's fine. Poor Maxx is right, Gardner. Poor Maxx is right. I wish they would give you what, Josh? One of the Fables, you mean? Am I doing Kansas City? I'm not sure, Franz. Probably not, because there's just so many events. There's so many events that like I'm going to. Like, you know, like Carly and I are going to Singapore. We've already been to London. We've already been to Vegas. So I'm hoping to go to Kansas City, but I'm not sure yet, if I'm being honest. I am not 100% sure yet. I mean, I think we're just taking 2 here. Is it 2? Make another Hyperdriver? Uh-oh. It's going to be flip. That's not good for us. Yo, let's go. Goosey, gifting a big support membership. Yo, Goosey, thank you so much for the gift. I really appreciate that. It means a whole bunch. I'm considering Chicago just because I love LL. I'll definitely be at... I will definitely be at Worlds. That's for sure. I'll definitely be at Worlds. I mean, we could block 5 and then throw 5 in Arsenal 1. Seems okay. They flipped pretty early here. What deck would you be playing in Project Blue? In Project Blue, so I haven't had a ton of time to explore the format, to be honest, which makes me pretty sad because I think the format's really cool. And I think it offers a lot of fun, but I haven't really had a chance to like explore the format too much, which makes me sad. I tried Victor and I put together like an Aurora list because I thought it would be cool, but I don't know. It's tough because like the format's really interesting. Vince Set seems really cool to me. Oldham in Project Blue, I've been told that like you could also play Terra in Project Blue and do pretty cool things, so that would be pretty cool. I'd probably play a Guardian, Goosey, to be honest. I'd probably play a Guardian. I love the Guardian meta too much. I just love Guardian. In the 16 months of playing Fab, I bought 2 displays, 1 heavy hitters, no pulls, 1 high seas, no pull to Fable. I want to keep it, but it's just so much money. I mean, dude, at $350, like, I don't think there's a person on the planet who would blame you for selling it, right? Like, I wouldn't, personally, at least. Hitting a thunk is crazy work. I mean, we're just going to block as efficiently as possible and try to fatigue them. They get what? They have to remove 1 piece every time they attack with this. So they have this and 6 more. I think we're going to crack a gold. And if we draw blue, go 7 into 4. Or maybe we're just going to crack... No, I think we're going to try and draw blue. And if we do, we're just going to throw the choke slam. And then we'll probably look for a quick dodge flexor's turn. Probably be next turn, to be honest. Hit a blue, please. Wow, never didn't have it, boys. Coming in for 10. Not bad, huh? 1 piece was mentioned? But I think that Chain could just be better. Chain could be actually just very, very powerful. I mean, Chain's really good, right? So Chain's just like kind of super dummy broken. You get a lot of very broken cards from Chain. What is this attack for? I think this is a quick dodge flexor's turn. Like, it's very clear to me that they're going to go at least 3 wide here. Like, this feels like a good quick dodge flexor's turn. I know we had the CNC pummel, but... How do you get the new Bravo? I'm currently tossing it between Betsy and Azalea. If you're talking... Wait, when you say the new Bravo, do you mean like the Fable one or whatever that was pulled from the new set? Is that what you mean? Like the gold pack ones? Because, I mean, I think those are $1 bajillion. Yeah, Chain was broken. I agree. Like, I'm not disagreeing in the slightest. Chain was broken. We get to block pretty effectively here. We are giving up our quick dodge flexors on the turn, but we get to block pretty well. Well, that kind of sucks. Probably just take 2. Lose the shield is fine. I'm just going to try and keep a blue here. It's like, I don't know. We'll see what they do with this turn. This is what I love about this. They have so many mediocre cards like this. Yo, Monk? We're going to go with Monk. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. Guys, if you're here for the first time, you're new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're new, and they are, what's your name, what got you into Flesh and Blood, and what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves. I would love to get to know more about you guys. I think we're just blocking. Like, they're just boosting a lot. Yeah, that's fine. Because we're basically, they have 4 attacks left, so we're going to take 12, which means right now we're at 11. So we have to figure out how to fatigue them with having 11 life. Now, cards like this are a great start, because like cards like this just mean some of their cards are just bad. Oh, the Smash Palace one? Is there a Smash Palace one coming out? Ooh, young Kayo could be pretty cool in Project Blue. I believe that. I believe that.
Go. You love to see it.
Yo, let's go. Raphael, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. We got those 3 same questions. What's your name? What got you in Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? I would love to get to know more about you guys. I mean, yeah, we're just going to block 6. That was wrong. Right? They might say no. I mean, if they do, it's fine. I think we're supposed to block 6 like this. That's acting like his replacement for the Ira starter deck. Ooh. Bravo. Flattering Showman. Cost 2. Turn a card in your arsenal face up. If it has Crush, it gets +2 and Dominate. Yo, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I'm here for that, dude. I'm here for that. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. It's Monk T. Okay, let's go. My friend Yuki Lee Bender got me into Fab, but man, Fab is so hard to play. I honestly just enjoy ketchup and mustard on a hot dog. Well, let's go. Monk T, welcome to the channel. Thanks for being here and hanging out. Appreciate you chilling with us and hanging out with us. Really, I was like, we like to have a lot of fun. The fact that you're friends with Yuki Lee Bender is pretty cool. I mean, Yuki Lee Bender's a great player, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, Yuki's really good. Actually, Yuki's got her Nats coming up this weekend, I'm pretty sure. Canadian Nationals is this weekend. Would really love to draw our block cards. Do we have any left? I mean, we should have multiple left, right? We've only seen 1 Test of Strength. We've blocked with 2 Trounces. I don't see any Test of Strengths over here. Am I looking past them? No, like we have a lot of block cards left. Would love to draw them. Would love to draw them. Apparently, there's a new Bravo. I'm assuming it's like Blitz related or something. So, man, this is tough. I mean, I think we have to block this, and then they're going to swing this at us. It's 3 now or 3 later. It doesn't matter. Like, it's already the 3 I've accounted for. How many swings do they have left? They have 3 swings left? No. Neither one of us are winning a might, so I don't care. We're almost there. We're almost to the end of this. No, I think I'm going to block like this. Going to 11 scares me. The fact that they have like another firewall left in their deck is so good for us. Let's draw a card. We know that we have the Thunk, and then we're going to pitch this to come in for 5, go again. And then we're going to use the Tunic to throw Hammer and keep the Test of Strength in hand. Flattering Storm is like a really cool name. I hope the new Bravo is really good. I love Bravo. I played Bravo a lot. I played a lot of Bravo for a while. Okay, so it releases on August the 8th. Okay, cool. That'll be fun. I love when they do these like new welcome to the game decks. I absolutely love stuff like this. Well, I didn't want to give them a gold, but it is what it is, I guess. That is the last point of damage we can leak. Right? If I'm counting this correctly. I'm just going to go ahead and block like this. I'm curious to know if they want to attack us. I mean, the gold could be pretty good for them, right? Like, it could be pretty solid, but this puts us to 6. We have, let's see, what? We have one more Test of Strength in our deck. We just put our last trounce to the bottom. We're going to draw a Test of Strength right here, and then we have one more in our deck. I think we're just committed to blocking with this for value. Okay. I mean, they're about to be out of go again, so, like, hitting another card is pretty good. So I think if we block like this, I don't have any equipment left to block with, but this is fine. So this comes in for 6. We go down to 3. Test of Strength bails us out, I believe. I believe that wins us the game. Apparently, boom, boom. Apparently, it's on the website. I'm just gonna throw the hammer every turn, and then, like, if we ever get a hand where we can throw this Cranial Crush, we will. Like, you have to attack me with that at some point. They should have hit me with it last turn, to be honest, is what they should have done. Well, wait, this doesn't have go again? Am I just supposed to block here? No, I don't think I'm ever supposed to do that. As long as I keep this Test of Strength in my hand, they can never beat me. Now, this is for 5, more than likely, because the Galvanic Bender is the last thing to go, like Annabelle said. But I'm taking 0 chances. All right, so that just ends the game, because now they have nothing else they can do. Throw the Golden Sun, draw a card, it doesn't matter. I guess technically, like, they can block. They can't attack anymore, I'm pretty sure. I think that's it, right? Hey, what's up, Drew? We crashed the boards for 8, and then we're going to hit them with a good game. All right, well, we were able to close it out, so that's good. Oh, I guess this has temper, right? So when they blocked with it, there was nothing they could do anyway. Yeah, man, we almost lost that game. Like, those weird, like, mech decks have, like, they have a very, very interesting late game strategy, like, where they can, like, try to set up some, like, really cool stuff like that and get us. Do we go second or first in the Maxx? I think we went second, right? Yeah, we went second. We did get the win. They almost got us. We ended. Oh, I don't want to miss this. Let's go. Yo, Diego, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. Guys, if you're here for the first time, you're new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're new. They are, what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves. Oh, Diego was the Maxx? Yo, let's go, Diego. I'm gonna be honest. I thought you had me. I thought you had me. There was a moment where I was like really sweating that game. I thought you were gonna get me for a minute. You played the mid game really well, where like you held back a little bit, especially that time I was sandbagging Test of Strength in my hand. So it was really well played game by you. We ended the game at 3 and barely hung on. All right, nice. So we were able to pull that one out. 3-0 start on the night. Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. Flex the win with pitching the Fable. I do enjoy pitching the Fable. It's a lot of fun, actually. It's actually a lot of fun. Annabelle, are you ready? Yeah, you definitely get me if you have the high octane there. Like, so have you considered playing the We Have High Octane at home, Diego? Like, do you think that card's good enough, cog in the machine, to gain an extra action point to be able to like get more value out of your weapon? Annabelle's ready? All right, let's do it. We're gonna make a public game. I'm just gonna do classic constructed so we can just take stuff back faster, because God knows I make mistakes. Have you gotten riches yet? Yeah, I opened to riches, actually. I was very, very fortunate with that whole thing. I opened to riches, actually. So let's see. Annabelle. All right. Sent you the game, Annabelle, so you should have that in your Discord. But yeah, I was fortunate enough to open one, so I didn't have to worry about like trying to buy one. It would be cool if Yarl got a spec. I agree, Cygnus. I think we want to go second. I think we want to go second in this matchup. So right now, my plan in this matchup is gloves, boots, chest, the small hammer for gold, crown of dominion. I'm cutting trounces, and then I'm playing Zealous, the weakest link, E-Strike, Out Muscle, and Choke Slam, because these seem like all relevant cards. I don't think Batter to a Pulp has any text against them, and I don't think Crush the Weak really matters at all. So I think this is our best game plan here. I don't think you can play without the gold. Maybe we're like, I need gold Mana State to be turned on early is the game plan here. Let's try AB3. I played it with AB2 earlier. Like, let's try it and see what happens. Maybe it's correct. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. I don't know how I feel about playing AB3. But I mean, there's only one way to find out, right? There's only one way to find out. Really hope Crown of Dominion will drop in price with the reprint. Oh, the price is crazy. The price is crazy, Death. It is ridiculous how expensive it is. And Rose, I also wish it wasn't so expensive. Like, I know that I'm very fortunate to have opened one, but I do wish it wasn't so expensive. Like, I definitely understand people's, like, frustration about that. I'm very intrigued by the Waning Moon choice. Over, like, Surge and Aethertide. Yo, Maxx punished. Maxx punished for not keeping the Test of Strength here. No, technically this has a value on it, so we cannot blow it up. It has to have no value whatsoever. Like, it can't have a 0. It has to have a nothing on it, which is very unfortunate for like the way that we're trying to like play this. I mean, Zealous into Command and Conquer is a pretty good turn. I'm not upset about this turn at all. Yeah, I wish, Koopa. That would be awesome. I really wish that was the case, but, you know, we can't have it all, right? Verdance, and we are going second. Block with a Scour, keeping the Emeritus Scolding in hand. Is it correct for Annabelle to be on Waning Moon as opposed to Surge and Aethertide against us? You can remove AB Hat and bring in the Lantern. No. The problem with that is that I want to play Big Hammer into Kano, and I need AB3 for that matchup. Or we might just be saying, pray to God we dodge Kano. I don't know. Maybe. I'm not running Compliance. Even if I was, I wouldn't bring it in this matchup, I don't think. This is like one of the weirdest hands of all time. Like, are we just supposed to throw this for 10? I hate to give up the value, but I think we're going to. Just to like get aggressive and get on the board. If we play the game enough tonight and I like AB3, I'll change my sideboard guide to AB3. Right now, my sideboard guide is AB2 and Crown of Dominion is the plan right now. Yo, Agrablaze is known for his big hammer. Oh, easy there, Drew. I always moon now because of compliance. Okay. But like, I guess like you're not really trying to kill me with the spell afterwards, right? Like you're trying to kill me with the Surgent Ethertide. I don't know. Like I'm skeptical. Push my card back in my sleeve here. Well, I just pushed the wrong card back in the sleeve like a complete putz. Is there any world that we are taking 6 and then going 5 into 8? I think we are. I think we have to play offense. We're just going to end up taking 8 in total, but I think we have to. I have 4 cards, Felipe. I actually have 4 cards that I like shuffle around. I have a card from each deck that I feel like I have loved playing over the course of Flesh and Blood since I started playing. Like decks that like I feel like I really started to like sit and resonate with on like a like competitive level. I've pulled one of my favorite cards out from each of those heroes. So I have a Peace of Mind for when I played Oldhim. I have a Mounting Anger for when I played Fi. I have a Test of Strength from playing Victor. And I have a Flittering Charge from playing Aurora. So those are the 4 cards. Like when you hear me flicking cards around, like when I'm like playing and streaming and stuff, that's what you hear. That is like what I'm shuffling around. I think we're just again in a world where we have to take this. I hate continuing to take this damage, but I think we have to. The cool thing about this is that even if Annabelle does hit us with the like 6 block here, we just get to pummel it. And nobody ever expects the pummel on an out muscle. Like the OG fidget toys. Yo, I like that, Anvil. I like that. What would have been your guess for Oldhim? What would have been your guess for Oldhim? Good freak, I would like to know. Ethertide is easier for Verdance to work with, especially if she has Tree, but more often if she's running Waning, it'll be after a Pulsing Ether Life. Okay. We're not going to follow this up with anything, but I just really like pushing damage and taking cards out of Annabelle's hand. If we had Tunic up, I would probably throw the hammer here. So this is going to be 4 Arcane into 2. So we're going to take 3, go to 27. We're going to go E-Strike, go again into Hammer for 4, Arsenal to pummel. I guess we can pitch this. No, we'll pitch the Thunderquake. What if we were to block 2 and then just throw 7? So Seeds sits in a very special place in my binder, along with my Cold Foil Winner's Well. So yeah, I don't hate where your head's at, but those sit in a very, very special place. Very special place. Oh, Pulse. I'm here for that. I also like Glacial Footsteps. I grabbed Peace of Mind because Peace of Mind was like the newest, biggest tech card that we had just started playing in Oldhim when I really picked up the deck. So I mean, I didn't start playing Oldhim very, very like old. I started playing like Oldhim like pretty like later, or I guess early. I didn't play Oldhim early. I played Oldhim later in its life cycle. So, I mean, I think we have to have this uber aggressive plan into Verdance. I think this is the only way we can win consistently. And I don't even know if this is enough. I'm hoping it is, but I think we have to try. I think we're supposed to pummel the chokeslam and then arsenal the rouse, as weird as that sounds. You got your list of cards to get signed? Oh, that's cool. I started playing him at PT Baltimore, or like I think that weekend, Kafrika. This is a weird turn. So if I pitch Riches to play Goldmane Estate, I make 2 golds and draw a card, and I'm going to have 1 floating, which means a red does not allow me to play the pummel, and I'm in a weird spot. A blue lets me play. No, actually, the pummel, it does let me because of the red, right? And then I can arsenal the rouse. Wait, no, I can't. I'm an idiot. That did not work. I think I was supposed to pitch the Riches of Tropeldani. And I think I was supposed to pitch Riches of Tropeldani and the Goldmane Estate to play Chokeslam, draw into the Golden Sun, pitch it to play the pummel, and then arsenal the golden, and then arsenal the rouse would have been a better play. I think this was just very poorly played by me. I just very, very poorly played this turn. I remember when the crown was 20 bucks. Yo, I definitely did not have crown at $20. I'll tell you that right now. That's crazy. Definitely never had Crown of Seas when it was that cheap. Steadfast? I mean, Steadfast could be like okay for the combo, but I don't think it helps us into this version of Verdance, which I think most decks will be playing, right? Into us. In case they're afraid of us being on like a bigger plan. Now, the fact that Annabelle was able to cover all that up feels pretty bad, but I really just can't take all this arcane damage. She's just getting so much value out of this. I think we're forced into taking 2, throwing the Command and Conquer, and Arsenal the Spinal Crush. Is that the second pummel? It is. God, that feels so bad. There's only 2 pummels in my deck, which does feel a little bad. Oh, the fidget card for Oldham? Gotcha. Saw all the artists in Singapore. Looks like it's time to sell my playset of shelters. Lol. Wait, what? Seeds? Wait, which crown are you talking about, Josh? I mean, Josh, you can't point the finger at me. You said crown as we're talking about Oldham, bro. I mean, okay, so I actually picked up Crown of Dominion for $1, which I won in a raffle. Like, that's not like a... I didn't like buy it off somebody from $1. I won it in a raffle. So we're going to pitch this to slow them down, and then it's going to be Tunic Resource into Spinal Crush. See, this is the problem, is that, like, we just have to put together this insane amount of offense, and, like, the deck's just playing, like, Sinks and, like, Shelters and Rubon Carapace. Like, they're on 9 defense reactions. There's never a world where even with 12 Go Again cards and like all the really good stuff, I just don't think we can put together enough damage. It's really sad. And of course, we finally draw something that like works, and man, I think we're just priced into playing this out. It feels so bad because like now we're just like in kill shot range, but I think we have to. Yeah, no, it was in a raffle. I didn't just like, you know, just like gas somebody for their card. Like, no, it was in a raffle. So this is 5 go again into the weakest link. Like, this hand's okay. We just had to give up a go again card. This is also one of the weird parts about this matchup, is that like if your hands get like clunky with go again cards, you're in a really bad spot. Yo, let's go. Jack with 2 months at tier 1, dude. Oh, 7 months. It's back-to-back months, but 7 months total. Dude, Jack, thank you so much for the 7 months, brother. I appreciate it. My man said Victor Gaming, dude. We are living it up tonight. We had a pretty good night with Victor last night, and now we're trying to like lean into the Verdance matchup and see how bad this truly is. Something I find pretty funny and cool is the fact that Verdance was like B tier at best 2 to 3 months ago, and now she's arguably best tech in format with basically no new support. I mean, yeah, like I think the bans like set this up pretty well, honestly. I think the bans and the way the format lined up. So there's 2 reds in Annabelle's hand. E-Strike put the Carapace on the bottom for 7. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Aurora leaving did help a lot too. That makes a lot of sense. I think we're just priced into blocking, which is so bad because we're just going to get juiced by the felling next turn no matter what happens here. Like, we're going to get completely juiced next turn. Oh... I think we're supposed to crack this and go into 7 here. Or I'm sorry, go into 10. I think is the better play. Like, we are pushing a decent amount of damage here, so... I found more success at breaking Compass. I mean, I think you're losing so much value when you're trying to kill the Compass with Jarl, because you have to take 2 turns off to kill the Compass. And like, don't get me wrong, I agree it's a very powerful play. I think you get more value out of Victor, though, by being able to just play Batter to a Pulp and trying to kill it. See, like, hands like this are really bad. Didn't even play the felling from Arsenal, just played the one from hand, so there's another felling next turn. So... we have to put this on the bottom, block 6, and then swing the hammer for 8. We could have like taken like some like crazy greed monster line there where we tried to like Spinal Crush for 13. But I think that if we ever take 8 from that position and like fall down to like 7, we're just dead to the first like really good thing Annabelle gets to do. And I think that's a problem. I think you get better value killing the hook than the Compass. I mean, you can't. You can't. Are you talking about in Jarl? Because if you're talking about in Victor, you can't batter to a pulp the hook. Hey, Justice, what's up, buddy? A similar way. I mean, I think Verdance and like Gravy are actually kind of like keeping Florian down a little bit. I don't think Florian's bad, but like, I think there's less stonks there than people think. Okay. If I block with Test of Strength and hit a blue that's 7 or better, I have the ability to go 7 go again into the weakest link. I also have the option to block with Debilitate and Test of Strength, and then throw the Weakest Link, and then try to Arsenal something better. That's probably a better line. It's less Greed Monster. I really thought they had a Felling. I guess they kept the Felling. I mean, we could gamble, but I just don't think it's right. Like, I just don't think it's correct, right? Felipe, I played a little bit of Volda, but I haven't spent a lot of time on her in CC, because if I'm being honest, it kind of feels like a trap until we get to like Mastery Pack Guardian. I just don't think there's a lot of reason to play her now. Erase Face could be a really good card in this matchup. Maybe we could cut Weakest Links and play Erase Faces. Erase Face is also really good into Syndra. It's good into Dashio. I was like, I can't imagine she meant to just pass. I'm assuming there's like a Felling or something here. Put a potion into play in Arsenal, maybe? Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I would have rather her just pass. This is just worse for us. So we're just going to overpitch like this and just come in with the out muscle. Having 3 floating protects us from combo pretty well. And I really like forcing 2 cards out of her hand. I do like the idea of playing Erase Face. I mean, maybe we're at a point in time where we're going back to playing Erase Faces. I hate the 2 block. I hate the 2 block, but it's really good. I guess Erase... like, it turns off all of the decompose, but I don't think it really solves our problem, right? Like, it seems it's just slightly better. Is Sick in the meta right now? I mean, maybe I'm just sleeping on that card a little bit too much. Maybe, like, I should be looking at that card more seriously for what we're trying to do with this meta. All right, so Annabelle ends up blocking... so I'm just dead. I mean, we're gonna have to like pitch a blue to make this happen. To like try and block this out if we can. The problem is that even if we're not dead, which we more than likely are, right? Because Plume probably just kills us. Even thought about throwing Erase Face into Gravy? Interesting. Yep, so they gain a life and get the ping. So this is going to be for 13. And now we're in a position where we can probably just never win. Like, I think we just lose from here. I mean, we are still alive, but still. It's decent in a Markney, good in a Syndra, Dio, Fang, Acilio. How's it good into Markney? Like, that's just a genuine question. I'm considering, like, because all their things say, like, Dagger or Stealth, right? And that doesn't help us, really. Buff power. Winning with the Thunk is pretty cool. It's just an extra might token. It's not too shabby. Not too shabby. Do we want to draw a card to try and find something else? Probably not. It's better just have the resources floating, I guess. Discards an assassin card. Oh, okay, gotcha. So it helps with like the sense of you're trying to shut down. Yeah, I'm following now. It shuts down more of like the flipping into stuff. Yeah, I was like, we're just dead to the double plume here is insane. I don't think there's anything we can do to get around this. Or I'm sorry, double rampant growth, I mean. They had the plume. So Stormstriders into 4. Yeah, Waning Moon just kills us before we even get to anything. Yeah, Waning Moon just kills us before we get to anything. Let's quick rematch. I want to run this back. I want to try and figure this matchup out. Is there a world we're supposed to cut Tests of Strengths? Waning Moon to play around compliance ended up getting me with amp on Waning Moon, which is pretty good. And then we're playing against Verdance, and we are going second. I mean, maybe we're supposed to go first in this matchup to deny them setting up. Is that a better plan, we think, maybe? I was on compliance, and I cut it from the sideboard because I don't think it's good enough against this deck. I do not think compliance is good enough against Verdance. Maybe I'm wrong, but it just doesn't feel that good. I agree. Guardian does not have a good matchup into Verdance at all, but we still got to try and figure it out because I don't think taking Victor to Singapore and just saying, "Ho, just dodge him" is a good play. I don't think that's a good play at all. I'm not someone. Sorry, my shorts. Ugh. I'm not someone who enjoys just saying, well, I hope I don't play this. Now, I think if we cut the Arcane Compliance, we're just actually going to have to do that with Kano. We're just going to have to say, F it, we ball, and hope I don't play Kano. I think it's actually the only choice. Just bring Acilio. I mean, it is up there. Acilio's up there. Play Smashing Good Time. Doesn't that destroy an item? Wouldn't that be better into, Dash or something? Theoretically. Puffin maybe feels fine, but not that good for us, I think, is kind of where I'm at right now. Yeah, they're just playing the instant Arcane Bear. That's why we're not on Arcane Compliance. I mean, blowing up Healing Pots would be pretty good. I highly doubt we ever get that effect, though, right? I'm not sure, what we're supposed to play in this matchup to help. Truly don't know, what we're supposed to play to help tech for this matchup. Because the problem is that, all of our hands just end up, defending for 2. And then we just end up, not playing a ton of offense. Right here. I don't want to block with any of my hand. And I don't think I'm going to. Playing full aggro Jarl? Even then, how does that win us the game? I guess is, my question. I mean, the only thing I can think of is that we could play the item. This doesn't make mites, and it just feels so bad. This is why I don't this is why I like having the headpiece. Man, I just having that extra gold is so valuable. Me and my brother have played this a lot. He removes all clashes and goes all in on go again in AB1. So why is he playing AB1, Dave? To prevent the pings, or what's the point? And I'm asking because if that's the plan, why play AB at all at that point? Like, if you're going to play AB1, it's for something like Vincent. Like, you're not playing AB1 for this. You would just sooner... I mean, like, I guess you could randomly, like, pitch things if you needed to, but... But Epot's an item, too, right? Like, we could blow up Epot as well, right, Cygnus? Distract your opponent so they forget Stormstriders is on the board. See, Matt's bringing the heat. That's what I'm talking about. Distract our opponent. This is the problem. Like, I need to be playing go again shit. And instead, like, we're just blocking to try to stay in the game because of the power of felling of the crown. That's the real problem. Is like these 2-card hands are just so powerful. Shit, I blocked with the wrong card. I clicked on the wrong thing. God, I hate when I do that. This matchup is rough. Those life gain triggers from Hero and Ring of Roses add up fast. Okay, so... And you're just playing like full aggro and big hammer? Like even like... So we put this on the bottom, which is what we wanted, and we're going to block like this. Okay, there we go. I mean, like my issue is like, if we're going to play, like cutting all the clashes, like I think makes sense to me. I just don't know, like, Crush the Weak is if it Crush the Weak is any better than Test of Strength. I've always settled on AB3 with Crown. So you're playing Crown of Dominion in AB3? Are you playing Tunic? What are you playing? If that's the case, Anders. Big Hammer, full aggro feels crap. AB3, Crown, Shield. Your visits needs to be online ASAP because that's your in. So you're playing Arcane Barrier in the chest slot? Is that your like plan into Kano too? I'm just intrigued by this game plan. I'm intrigued by your game plan. If you cut your Clash cards, though, they may as well have a blank hero box. I mean, I think that Anders' point, like everybody's point, Justin, is that like when you're cutting your Clash cards are either good or they're super bad. And I think the value you lose from them being good is fine, is kind of the point everybody's making. And again, like, I don't know. I haven't tested it enough. Playing AB chest slot is super spicy. That is, like, super spicy. That has my attention. Mean. Yep. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate for us. Do I care about this? I mean, I think I have to block this, right? Yeah, I agree that I honestly think like I'm on Test of Strength just because of the raw value of playing a 4-block. But it's probably just better off something else, right? Yo. I mean, if I use Tunic to swing this, I could draw and try to hit a blue. If I hit a red, we're in a really awkward spot. Do I just throw the Golden Sun here and then try to set this up for next turn? I mean, this is 9 go again next turn, which means it's guaranteed value. I think we're better off to throw the Golden Sun here. I think we have to. I'm intrigued by this, like, Arcane Barrier chess piece plan. It's very interesting. I mean, I would think Batter to a Pulp would be a normal card. Yeah. Wait. Yo. Is that card really $100? Is it really $100? Golden Boy 96. Yo, I should have taken that name. Also, what's up, Keshkar? Blanche versus Gravy, Pirates, and Prism, or is that too many slots? I feel like there's just a lot of people rocking those heroes. I mean, I don't think Blanche is a bad sideboard option at all. Like, I think Blanche is a fine sideboard option into, like, multiple heroes in the metagame. So, like, if you want to sideboard Blanche, I think that's perfectly fine. It's $40 to $50 a copy? It's $40 to $50 a copy? Man, thank God I went to enough RTNs to get what I needed. Yo, come the fuck on, dude. See, this is the shit that sucks. God, I hate this. We're gonna take 2 and pray. The grind is going. The grind is going. We're working on it. We're working on this matchup. We might try this is why I've been playing AB2, because of the value that I'm missing from the chess piece. Like, the value that I'm missing from not having Crown of Dominion in play feels so bad. It's gonna be a pre-release type promo, and that's it. It is pretty weird that they have so many cards that are not found in the set. Yo, like, Madik, like, US card market prices are wild compared to, like, EU. I know a lot of people who bought a lot of cards when we were in London because they were a better deal. Cheapest copy on TCG Player is $66. I mean, dude, like, let me tell you, like, and I'm not trying to start a political fight tonight, but, like, let me tell you that when I say that, like, the capitalistic greed does not stop when you get to card games. I promise you. It's very frustrating. So, like, right here, this is Command and Conquer for 9, and Annabelle's still finding a way to keep 2 cards in her hand, which is, like, super bad for me. It is super bad for me. Like, these are the turns that I need to be taking everything. Like, please, God, let this be a physical attack. It's literally just play Ring of Roses and pass. Ugh. We're gonna hope that it's out muscle into Chokeslam. If this gets stuffed by something, it's gonna feel really bad. Revolution? I mean, probably not far. Probably not far. Like, somebody's gonna try and kill somebody in our country. Our country's getting out of hand, in my opinion. I think it's ridiculous, but problem is Victor, your biggest strengths are your fridge and Clash, and in this matchup you're losing both. I completely agree, Justin. I don't even want this matchup to be, like, super favored. I just want this matchup to be winnable. And honestly, it doesn't feel like it is. I've won 1 game against Verdance so far. Now, this is like game 4 total, so take it for what it's worth. I've won 1 game against Verdance, and, like, they were a very, very new player. So, like, right here, we either have to take damage to throw the Cranial Crush. I mean, I think we're just supposed to try and dominate a Macho here. Winning with a Disable is good. $60 card blocked with $30 plus $30 seems fair to me. Wait, what? That's why I shifted to Jarl. Matchup at least gets close to a 35-65. You think it's better for Jarl? Like into Verdance? Like actually, like it's a real question. I'm curious to know like how you feel about that and if you really think that. I would like to deny Annabelle the agency to be able to block here if I can. And they got stuffed by compliance. I mean, yeah. So like, I think, I don't know, like you're just, I don't think I'm gonna like, haha, got you with arcane compliance at Singapore. I have a spicier Jarl build. Yo, I'm curious to know what it is. Oh, dude, brother. My wife and I have watched The Handmaid's Tale, and like, it's scary accurate. It is scary accurate when you look around. I could not agree with you more. It is crazy. So this is gonna hit me. Oh, are we just dead? So we're gonna go to 16. Annabelle's gonna go to 13. Oh, Verdance isn't turned on yet? Praise Christ. We are gonna break the shield and we're gonna try and pummel this. Now, is this gonna win the game? No, but hopefully it's enough value. Also, like, is there a world where we have to like really greed and be on a third pummel to win this matchup? Yeah, no, I completely agree, Alex. There's 0% you're gonna get somebody by playing. There's 0% you're going to get somebody with arcane compliance. I just talked to Bell and other Verdance players and try to figure out what they struggle into. I mean, yeah, that's fair, Justin. I get that. I'm really struggling into Gravy Bones with Victor. It doesn't matter if I go focused on allies or focused on his compass, which is effing hard to destroy without getting rolled by allies. So, Rob, I've noticed that like that matchup is tough. I'm working on that in the Verdance matchup. Those are my two biggest concerns right now, is trying to beat both of those decks. Because if we can beat both, like if we can get to a point to where we can win against those decks even somewhat consistently, I think we're in a really good spot going into Singapore. So I'm working on that as we speak. I just don't know what that looks like for us. I'm going to sandbag this one turn and see if it's good enough. I don't know if this is correct or not, but I'm going to sandbag it one turn and see. Prism is terrifyingly well positioned if they can get comfy into Gravy. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, sure. I'm not going to play Prism. I don't like Prism. I never have. I don't enjoy the deck. Like, I would rather play something I enjoy. And that's why, like, I'm stuck between, like, Acilio. I'm stuck between Acilio, Syndra, and Victor, my 3 picks for Singapore right now. And I'm trying like hell to make this one work because I love Victor so much. And I took that personally. Josh said Prism doesn't like you. Basically, anything that can consistently beat Verdance in a race makes her really sad. Yeah, and like, if this is going to be one of the more popular decks, it's like, well, let's just play Syndra. Like, I'll play a more consistent version of Syndra this time around instead of, like, trying to be so high-rolly, I think. And it'll go better for me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, if I put Spinal Crush on the bottom and I just block 4, like, is there any chance I'm supposed to, like, block 7 here? Or am I just supposed to try to go for the Macho win? Like, it feels like I'm supposed to, like, play for the consistent Macho win and go to 12 here. Now, I could have blocked and drawn into the blue, but I didn't know that. Now Annabelle has to decide if she can kill me. Syndra has good matchups into Gravy and Verdance. I do agree with that. My Yarlis is dunking Gravy, Syndra, Cilio, and Assassins. Has a playable but not great Verdance and Prism matchup. Scoop to Kano. I mean, I think all Guardians scoop to Kano, right? That's the problem. So this is like, we have played this game in like a pretty decent way, in my opinion. We even like made the soul read play of sandbagging the test of strength for a turn and getting lucky. And we're trying to end the game right here with the Macho Grande. I just, like, if we lose this game, I'm just like, I feel like that little like white monkey meme when he's just like, if you do a red from that clash, would you be able to play the red instead of the Macho? Depends on what it was. If it was a Spinal Crush, no, was the problem. Any reason I saved the Tunic? That sucks. Uh-oh. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Oh boy, we're in double. We're in trouble. I mean, yeah, there is a Burn Bear. Well, if they start ripping pots on their turn for like a non-combo, like it's still just as bad for us. Like, is like Annabelle probably rips like 1 or 2, right? Like probably not all of them. So go back to 6, block 3, take 5, go to 1. Well, that sucks. I mean, we did get a combo piece, right? And I think that's the second one, and Plume's gone. So there's 1 combo piece left. Man, I should have used Tunic and Arsenaled this. It's just a punt. It's a mistake. Annabelle's gonna go to 3. I'm gonna pitch the Clash of Might to the Verdance trigger. Actually, we're supposed to Tunic, right? To the Verdance trigger. Because she may only crack 1. Now we're gonna pitch the Clash of Might. No, we should pitch the Thunk, right? Because technically, like, yeah. I mean, no, like it was definitely better, and I appreciate you pointing it out, Madik. Like, I appreciate you pointing things out like that. Like, if there's a better play, I want you guys to point it out to me always. God, and so now it's like an extra damage. So now we're at 7. This feels bad. So we're gonna come in for 6. Like what? We're gonna get 2 cards here. That's basically it. Yeah, this sucks. You could just force Victor. I mean, we could force Victor, but like I think I'd rather try and make like an organized, like structured attack at the metagame. I mean, I may just force Victor. I don't know. Like, I like Victor a lot, and it's definitely a comfort pick for me. So that's cool, but really don't want to Arsenal his Cranial Crush. In fact, if Annabelle goes to 2 and takes 4, like, I don't think I will. Have you been finding Victor into Gravy? It's been very interesting so far. I have yet to play against a Gravy since I've added batter to the pulp to the deck. But like I've played 4 matchups against it, and I've won 1 so far. I think is where I'm at currently. See, like, I need this to line up before turn freaking 14. We're gonna have to try and keep the choke slam. God, see, in this, there's no good option. There's literally zero good options here. Because if I block 3, I take 3 to 4, and then when the other one comes in, I have to pitch the pummel. There's just no way to stop the Ring of Roses trigger is the problem, which puts Annabelle automatically back up to 8. Oh, man. I mean, maybe I'm supposed to go to 3 there and, like, arsenal the pummel. I don't... With her going all the way back up to 8, I don't really think it matters, to be honest. I want to try this one more time if Annabelle's got time. Guardian can just fatigue Gravy. People, you're the second person to say this to me, and I'm going to ask you the same question I asked the other person. Have you tried this? Or is this just theory? Because I told the last person who said that to me, until you do it successfully over the course of 20 games, I don't think we can say that. Like, genuinely, I just don't think we can say that. It's really weird that that's gonna, like, stop me from doing anything good. I mean, I'm gonna throw Chokeslam and draw a card, I guess. Zealous Belting into Hammer. This does not feel good. I'm not just saying it out of theory. Okay, so you have been doing it? Okay, that's interesting. Let's see. I just feel like there was a question I just missed. Out of curiosity, would you recommend newer players to go to their local ProQuest for experience? Yeah, Cygnus, absolutely. I think that the experience you get from playing at ProQuest is really, really good. And I think it can help a lot. I think it can help a lot if I'm being honest. Like, I think that ProQuest experience will teach you a lot about the game. It'll teach you a lot about your local meta too. Like, it'll teach you a lot about, like, your local players and stuff like that. So I think it's cool. Plus, I'm personally just a really big fan of just getting out in the community and, like, doing stuff. That's like a personal thing for me though. Yeah, I'm taking Matt at his word right now, but I'm really, after playing against multiple good Gravy Bones players online and in person, I'm really struggling to buy into the fact that you can fatigue it. Because I don't know, it does not feel that way to me. Put this on the bottom, block 8. And then we probably just die to, like, the Storm Striders here. Jarl can fatigue Gravy. I doubt Victor could. I mean, Jarl makes more sense to me, right? Because you're playing the, like, just blow the compass up. But maybe, like, you can with... Yeah, see, we're super dead. And we're dead. And we're dead. Oh. Hang on. Care if I change my deck and we try it again? I'm curious to know, like, what she says here. Like, maybe maybe Annabelle might have other things to do. She may not be interested. And that's fine. Like, this is just a matchup I need to figure out. She also might have already left the lobby, so might not be able to. I'm going to fill out my sheet over here while I'm waiting to see if she says anything. We did get a loss. Had a good start and mid-game, but it all fell apart late. Let's see. I'll send you a new game link. We're going to change the deck up really quick and then try it again. Let's see. Had a good start and mid-game, but it all fell apart late. Wasn't able to hang on. All right. Let's try this one more time. So it's worth noting that we beat a Syndra, a Puffin, and a Maxx, and then we've lost the Verdance twice. And that's been like our night so far. All right. All right, let's take a look. What we were talking about changing was we were going to cut Null Rune Hood, and we were going to play Null Rune Chess Piece. I don't remember what it's called. Robe, I think. So we're playing the Robe, and I think that was the change, right? And then we're also going to try bringing in Batter to a Pulp and cutting Test of Strength this game. So we're going to see how it feels. I don't know, like maybe cutting Test of Strength is right, but I feel like there was a world where like if I just played correctly last game, I could have, well, no, Annabelle gained life. I was not going to be able to close the game out there either way. It wasn't going to matter. Man, playing Null Rune Robe and Guardian feels weird. I do not like that, but I definitely understand the rationale behind it and why we're doing it. So we're going to play Aura Aegis. We're going to play Crown of Dominion. It's going to be cut Trounce, cut Test of Strength. We're going to be on Batter to a Pulp, Outmuscle, Zealous, the weakest link, and it's going to be E-Strikes and Chokeslam. No Crush the Weak is the plan right now. So, Tarugo, I was playing AB2. My original plan was that I was playing Null Rune Boots, Null Rune Gloves, Tunic, Headpiece, and Shield. But now we're going to try it with AB3 and see how it feels. I'm curious to see if this feels any better. Verdance, we are going second. If we win, we'll definitely make a note about how this is the AB3 with Chess Piece game. Because we played AB... Annabelle's talking about like the beginning of last game. Which, I mean, to be fair, like, I do feel like she had a pretty weak start at the beginning of last game. Like... just playing AB. I'm just putting that I played AB3 in both of those last matches because I've been on AB2. If I'm supposed to combo with one Rampant Growth in any arcane spell, regardless of... I don't really know the answer to Annabelle's question because I don't really know enough about, like... I don't know enough about playing the deck. I just dislike the way Verdance plays. Even when I was playing Aurora, I despise playing versus this thing. I mean, it's like, I get that like it may not be fun to play against, but it's a relevant part of the meta, and I have to know how to beat it if I'm going to try and take this to Singapore. Sledging a Wizard on Guardian is a good call. So I think that the Crown and Shield might just be better than Sledge, right? Is like kind of my thought here. Unless I see Lupine Fiasco pull this off. I mean, he's been playing a lot of Gravy, right? He's been playing Gravy a lot recently. So Annabelle can only play the life side here. I hate blocking with a Golden Sun and a Macho, but these cards are just too good. We might try to set up the Rouse in Arsenal, or we might try to play it this turn. It really just depends. So playing, it's definitely not on the table. That's a lot of blues to draw. Is there any world we're just supposed to throw Debilitate in Arsenal this? I think we are, right? Like, this is probably more value than Rouse next turn. Plus, Rouse could get stranded, so I'd rather pitch it. I don't think a Confident Gravy would let that happen. If you're talking about them getting fatigued, I'm telling you, people have either figured out something that I have not, which I'm not the best player in the world. I don't think I'm remotely close to that level of being good at this game. So it is very, very possible that is the key. Like, that is, like, plausible. But I'm telling you, I don't see it. Wasn't even a Wizard fan until I played her. I mean, to be fair, Verdance is very cool. Like, Verdance, in my opinion, like, has, like, a combo-y way that she wins the game. She also plays, like, a really good, like, value mid-rangey game plan, which I think is pretty solid. So, I think she has a lot of value, personally. So, if I play Visit Goldmane Estate into a blue, I get to go out muscle into Weakest Link. If I draw red, we have to see where we're at and evaluate. I mean, I think us doing well and winning the game like looks something like this, because this is 9 going into a disruption piece. So Verdance is a Guardian with some spice. I will agree to those terms if, and only if, everybody's willing to get on board with the fact that Acilio is a Rune Blade with big arcane spells. Instead of like pings, it's big arcane spells. Because that is how I feel about Acilio. He feels like he plays more like a Rune Blade than anything. It's also worth noting that, like, we're only in as good a spot as we're in because we're playing Aura Magus and the Crown of Dominion. I think we're just gonna take 8, put the Golden Sun on the bottom, and then go out muscle for 10 into that. I can agree to both of those 100%. I'd say Marlin also feels like a Guardian. That I really agree with that as well. I think Marlin's a Guardian. I think Marlin plays like the canon version of her plays like that for sure. I completely agree with that. This is 10 going into Hammer. So we're kind of just like trading haymakers back and forth right now. I don't even know if we're in necessarily a good spot right now. Boss heals once. Me, that's cheating? Yeah, 100%. That's exactly how I feel. He literally plays like Aurora just without the Rune Chance and Arc Lightning and has a fun mini game. Yeah, I agree, Cygnus. I completely agree with that statement. All right. Annabelle kept all 4 cards and took 14. Genuinely terrifying. We're gonna block here. And we're gonna see what she follows up with. If it's another felling, that's gonna feel pretty bad. I mean, I don't really think there's anything we're doing about this. Put this on the bottom, and then we're just gonna block 6. We're just gonna force her next hand to be good as well. Hey, what's up, Moore? I'm good. How are you, brother? You doing all right tonight? And Marlin is the Ranger version of Victor. Yeah, she has a lot of like very good like natural Like, she's a lot of very good, like, natural plays that I think are just, like, naturally Guardianish. It's worth noting that the weakest link has hit 3 times tonight and not taken a card out of Annabelle's hand during our games. It's been, like, once the first game and twice the second game we hit, and it just did nothing. It feels so bad, but we're gonna take this. God, I fucking hate this. Like, having a blue changes this so much. And we're just gonna throw Command and Conquer and Arsenal the E-Strike. Next, Necromancer will have allies that are all of the LL'd heroes in Fab. Yo, that would be really cool, Matt. Somebody get James White on the phone. Somebody send James an email, because that's really cool. There's not that many hits for the weakest links, yeah. Summoning Undead Aurora and Lexi. I mean, dude, I think that's a really cool thematic idea. Like, Matt, I'm really here for that. I think that's a great idea. You should be on LSS's marketing team, bro. Annabelle just said, "Are you ready for the best turn ever?" and then proceeded to do that. So I don't really know what's going on. So I think we're just gonna go bottom. I think we're gonna bottom the blue for go again, and then we're gonna go E-Strike for 7, Arsenal batter to a pulp. Hey, what's up, Mathin? Prism is going to be the next Necromancer. A light Necromancer? That's kind of a cool concept. I like that idea. Yo, Trent just getting aggressive, dude. Trent's just like in the chat, like he's aggro blazing, it sounds like, dude. Trent, you alright, buddy? Trent, how's the house, man? You guys getting everything unpacked and stuff, brother? Cool. So like we pushed 1 point of damage on a 12-point hand, and like she blocked with 3 cards. Oh, man. Annabelle had a 3-card 11, and we had a 4-card 12 that turn cycle. I think we're just going to throw batter to a pulp and Arsenal the out muscle here. I looked into a job with them, but they said I had to move to New Zealand. Just built a house, sad face. I mean, moving to New Zealand would be cool. Would probably mess up my streaming schedule quite a bit, but being in New Zealand would be cool. Annabelle was asking if this did anything to her, and she is correct. It does not. This does nothing if it crushes. I just want the next set to only have 1 class I play. I can't keep up with 2+. Can't keep up with the 2+ classes I play being released every set. I mean, I think most people would consider it a good thing to have a bunch of classes they want to play, you know? Jay? I think they would. I think most people would consider that a good thing, brother. Be careful with Seeds of Tomorrow. I mean, Seeds of Tomorrow is a good card, but like it just does what it does against us, right? Like it doesn't really change anything. Yep. So now it's 19-19, and we're gonna throw the weakest link. I mean, yeah, there like multiple times Annabelle would have been forced to block with more cards if this was Erase Face, which is sad. For batter to a pulp? I mean, oh, sure. You're saying that, like, she has to play carefully with a card like that. Sure. Sure. I'm following now. Sure. Like, her play around is to not get blown out with the Seeds of Tomorrow by, like, preventing the damage or something. Yeah. That's valid. Would like to be able to block with Clash of Might here. Annabelle just said wizard math time, which means I'm probably just dead. Maybe not this turn cycle, but at some point. I will be pitching the Cranial Crush here. Okay. I mean, she's probably not able to kill me here, but it's probably going to be pretty gross, right? Okay. Yep. I mean, we might just be pitching our whole hand here. Yo. Pause. Pause. This isn't very cash money of her. Am I dead? My God, I am. Wow. Okay. Well, I have to admit that felt a lot better, but man, like the chess piece there felt better in that matchup specifically. And I did like not having to test some strengths. I mean, they do have to line up and stuff. I definitely think we're gonna play the weakest link. Or I'm sorry, we're gonna cut the weakest link, and I think we have a race face in the sideboard. I mean, I think we just have to try it like this and see what happens, and like we'll see how it pans out. We'll just play a couple of like public games. Man. 3 losses in a row to Verdance is tough, but I mean, it's expected at the same time. How did somebody join the game that fast? Like I didn't have time to like look at my other monitor. Christ almighty. All right, so we lost AB3 with Robe felt better. Abysmal matchup. Look for better tech. I think that's just going to be the play. Is I'm just going to have to look for better tech, and just kind of hope. I think that's just kind of where we're at right now. All right, Jarl is definitely Sledge. We are on Tunic, Gauntlets. This is Go Again, E-Strike. I guess that could be good. Choke Slam. Maybe Erase Face is just better than... I like this because it clashes better. We cut Trounces and play it like this. I think this is the correct way to play this. No, like, Annabelle, that was great practice. Like, that was really good practice. You thrashed me 3 games in a row. And, like, this is the kind of stuff that I have to figure out. So, no, like, that was great practice. I really appreciate you helping me with the games. I just... Yo, did y'all hear that thunder? Holy Christ. Targeting our Tunic, I'm sure. You know, that's probably incorrect. Interesting. But yeah. So... Apparently it's thunderstorming outside really bad. Interesting. But yeah, no, that was very good practice, Annabelle. I just got to figure out how to get there. You could just dedicate your whole sideboard to either Verdance or Gravy and accept the other is going to be 80-20. Get this man a job at LSS. So here's the question I'm now asking myself. Are we in a better situation if we make the decision to... Are we in a better position? Uh-oh, am I about to get got? Oh, they just ripped the mangle? Yo, pause. Like, are we in a better spot to just, like, not tech for Verdance, play Arcane Compliance to like try and stuff Kano, and then hope to dodge Verdance? I don't know. I don't think Arcane Compliance is the key, right? I mean, we might as well block with it. They're gonna get it here. Like, we could give up flexors, but we're giving up something no matter what, right? So it's just never correct, I think. It doesn't matter. We're gonna hope we win the Clash of Might trigger. It's not worth a might to destroy a gold, like, ever, so... They did get a piece of equipment on turn 2, which admittedly is pretty sad. I mean, we can just pummel this. I think this is fine. We'll just play the pummel on this and just try to get him here. It's not the key, but even one forces me to set up the triple rampant turn. Does it? Or does it just not matter? Like, can't you just hit me off of, like, another ping or, like, a waning moon? Because, like, you're never actually, like, rarely are you ever actually hitting me with an action card, has been, like, what I'm seeing so far. So, I actually think that, like, the Arcane Compliance is good enough to stop Kano, and I think it's good enough to, like, randomly stuff Facilio, but I don't think it's good enough to beat Verdance, is, like, my, like, complaint, I guess. We're just gonna take 4, go to 30, and then just throw a Chokeslam. Like, we could have just blocked 6 there and thrown Sledge, but I would rather get value out of my 2-card 8s here. And plus, we can set up the Command and Conquer for another turn. Do full AB5, LOL. The funny part is, like, we couldn't be Verdance playing AB5 and, like, 40 blues. It's still not enough. You'll need other tech, but if you're playing them for Kano anyway... I took them out tonight to try and make the Verdance matchup better. But maybe there's like a... Maybe instead of tech plating, we play a one of that. I mean, playing a one of that could be kind of cool. So they're going to throw Sledge, and they're going to gain 2 life. They have a pummel on top of their deck. I'm just going to throw my Command and Conquer here. No, I'm not. Just kidding. Now I'm going to throw Sledge. So they made that decision for me, which is fine. Like, that doesn't really bother me. So, I don't know. I mean, maybe we try, like, a one of Arcane Compliance's tech. Like, as a one of, it could be okay, I guess. I don't know. Gives me a 31st blue into you, which is not bad, but... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I guess we'll just block 7. I think we can target our opponent. I was like, with a pretty good chance of winning because we have an 8 on top. We know that they have a Glacial Footsteps in their hand. So it's going to be go again into Command and Conquer, which is pretty solid. Seems okay. I do a one of Smack of Reality because of the Florian and various aura abusers at my local. Okay. I mean, that's fair. I can see that. But I do think it makes me have to play slower. I mean, sure. So, like, if it's like... I don't know. Like it's definitely worth trying, right? Like it's definitely worth testing to at least see if it's viable because it could be good enough. It could be good enough. And like I won't know until I try it for sure. So I hear what you're saying. All right, we get the Frozen to Death out of their hand. The Glacial went to the bottom. Or no, they had a Macho too. We knew that they had a Frozen to Death. Kind of makes me sad that like that's our hand. I mean, we're just gonna throw Sledge for 7 and Arsenal Zell's belting. They're definitely winning the card advantage battle, and they're going to have some good value later in the game off of like Oakenolds and stuff like that. That is one really big piece that they get in this matchup that I think is a pretty big favor for them is Oakenolds that they can like stack and set up for second cycle. But I think we're just kind of like we have to play through it. Terra Sunder is also like a card that's always going to get a lot of value into us. Okay. I mean, this hand's pretty good. Yo, Cadaverous Tilling is hot, dude. Cadaverous Tilling is hot, bro. I'm kind of here for that, dude. Kind of here for that. We're just going to block with the Clash of Might and take 5. Technically, they're winning the Clash of Might. I don't think it's worth losing a gold, considering we have the Gold Mana State coming up. So it's going to be Gold Mana State. We're going to make a 4th gold, 4 Might tokens. It's going to be 5 Go again, and then we're going to go E-Strike for 7. If they Blizzard us, which I highly doubt they even have it in, but if they Blizzard us, they Blizzard us. It is what it is. I agree. 2 card 8 that is like your first decompose is actually pretty good. I don't like maybe Jarl's just better than Victor like right now. I don't know. Victor's such like a passion pick for me. Like there's so much love for playing Victor there for me personally. We both have these cool Might tokens. We do. Rootbound Carapace. I mean, they have Tunic, so like they're gonna take what 3 this turn cycle, and then they're going to take 3 this turn cycle and throw Sledge at me. I think we have to take 7 here. I mean, Overpower for 14 is really good. Overpower for 14 into Arsenal Pummel is like crazy. That's like crazy work. Also, like, this is a big advantage to playing Victor. This closes games. I do want to test Valda. I want to test Valda after Singapore. Right now, we're on such a short window to figure out what I'm playing that I am hitting the ground hard trying to figure out what I want to be playing for CC. You did say Jarl was in a better spot, Josh. You did say that. Did say that to me. I think that was last night, I think that was last night. Also, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys chilling and hanging out with me tonight. If you're here for the first time, you're new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody. They are, what's your name, what got you into Flesh and Blood, and what are your favorite hot dog toppings? I would love to get to know more about you guys in the chat if you want to share. All right, so they're going to block 8 and take 6, so they fall down to 11. This is either going to be a 2-card 8, or it's just going to be like something fine. So this is just Command and Conquer. There is nothing to follow this up with, but they do not have the resource floating, which is good. How many CNCs do I have left? 2? Like, do I want to save the Pummel for something not this? I guess it just depends on how they block, right? Like, I would like to get a lot of value out of my Command and Conquer Pummel, but I mean, if they're going to block like this, it feels like it's a shame not to. If they block 6, we're probably never playing the Pummel, just because there are too many things that can get us. But I am a big fan of, like, if they only block 4 playing it, because we're 10 on 4 then, and it's very hard for them to cover it up. Well, now I just feel like they're going for a big hand, and we should. I feel like they greeted. I lied. They greeted. We're going to do this. Like, yeah. The fact that they greeted the way that they did tells me we should have. Something tells me we just stunted like a pretty good turn from them. Maybe tonight's teaching me that I need to play Verdance? God, I hope not. I really don't want to buy all the stuff for it. Like, I'm just being honest. I don't want to buy the stuff. Yeah, they were going to pummel something. They were going to pummel something. They went for the greed, and we got them. So that's good, at least. Few friends wanted to get out of Magic, so we picked up Commoner to start a few weeks ago. I like sauerkraut, jalapenos, and mustard on my hot dog. Yo, Mr. Zealous. Well, dude, welcome. Thanks for being here, man. I'm glad you're hanging out with us. Sounds like you guys started playing pretty recently, so welcome to Flesh and Blood. Welcome to the channel. Happy to have you hanging out with us, man. I also come from Magic, so I completely understand the, like the lifestyle change coming from Magic to Flesh and Blood. So, yeah, I get it, man. Welcome to the game. Okay, coleslaw belongs in one place, and that's the garbage. I could borrow the entire Verdance deck off of, like, my locals. Like, people would be more than happy to loan me the cards. In fact, I still have cards that, like, Ben, one of our locals, loaned me to play Syndra. I need to give that back to him. I have a concealed blade of his. I feel bad about that. I liked playing New, but glad Guardians are getting better because she's gone. I mean, yeah, so, like, to Eric's point, like, I think Guardian is, like, a good class for the game to, like, be good. I think that if Guardian's good, like, the game's in a good spot, personally, so... Is this Tunic Sledge? Kind of just want to block here. We're going to try and draw blue. I mean, now the real question is, like, if we crack this to draw, what are we drawing into? We could have just thrown... I guess if we just throw the Golden Sun there... they're at 5, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, there's no shot we win the game here. There's no shot we win the game. So if I crack this and we draw another red, we're just going to throw the Zealous. I was like, but if we draw into a blue, we get to throw Sledge and then Arsenal Zealous. And then if we're able to keep 2 blues in hand next turn, we're able to go Zealous into Sledge. It's 10 into 6. If we pitch Riches into gold, we draw 2 cards, I guess. So yeah, it's just technically better, I suppose. They're best. Bryant Haynes, let's go. Thank you for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. Guys, we're here for the first time. You're new to the channel. We got 3 questions we ask everybody. What's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? I would love to know more about you. But yeah, more to we make best point right there. We would have been in a better spot if we would have just pitched to the gold, because we would have gotten 2 cards out of it. And we would have just turned around and been able to throw the Golden Sun off of our rips right there. And yeah, no, that was just... We would have then made the decision about how we wanted to play out the... We would have then been able to make the decision about how we wanted to be able to play out the Goldmane Estate. But yeah, it was probably just better. Yeah, no, I completely agree. That would have been a better play. Macho is not in the game, so I think it's block 6, take 1, and then we're going to go Zealous Sledge. We could, like, super greed here and block with 1 card to go 10 into 9. I mean, maybe that's just not even super greed. Maybe 10 into 9 just ends the game. 10 into 6 is pretty good. Like, we're giving up 3 points of defense for 3 points of offense, so it's an even exchange. It's just like, is it good enough to close the game out, right? I agree, Josh. We make some really fun videos. I like a lot of like Togg's content, like his like new decks and new combos he finds early on in the meta are very fun. We are going to get every card here though. So block 3, and then they're going to give us the flexors, and they're going to fall to 2. So now we're basically just looking for a Macho or a Golden Sun to close the game out from here. I don't remember what our stack looks like. I think that was the only Golden Sun though, right? So we could use Tunic to throw Spinal Crush. And I say that because they would have to have a defense reaction or give up 2 pieces of equipment to be able to not block with 3 cards here. Now, them blocking with 3 cards may not be the most relevant thing in the world because they have a Tunic coming up. But I think doing this and arsenaling a 3-card 10 is fine. My man said, "Mwah." His eye's pretty good because of Riches, which isn't something Dory can abuse. I mean, I think Riches is really good in a lot of decks, right? Which is cool. Yeah, so we get 3 cards. They probably don't care because they're just going to turn around and throw... I'm trying to think if there's a way that we can, do the whole thing here. Are we supposed to try and go for it here? Just throwing 10 is good enough, right? We block 3, throw 10, go to 1. We blocked with Thunk. Go to 1, we throw 10, arsenal the E-Strike, and then go for the E-Strike kill. It was a little greedy. It's only a little greedy here. How was the match against Gravy? Camrata, it's okay against Gravy. I'm still working through, some of the things and, what I'm trying to figure out exactly. But I think it's okay. The Gravy matchup is a little bit of an uphill battle. It's not that bad in my opinion. And then Annabelle, they can't play Channel Mount Eisen from here and keep it around is the problem. We could die to Channel Mount Eisen, I agree, but they don't have the ability to play it and keep it. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. I forgot about the text. Oh my god. Brother, I can't believe we won like this. Oh man. I wasn't even thinking about this. I was thinking, oh man, this is bad. So what's the alternative for our opponent? To block 3, to block 4, 7, 10, keep the Tunic, and then just, what? The Seeds was in hand? So they'd have done nothing next turn? Wow, so me having the Batter to a Pulp was actually relevant? What was our next hand? E-Strike, go again, putting Cranial Crush on the bottom? Because if they block to stay alive, they do nothing. And then it's E-Strike, go again into the Golden Sun. Actually, I lied. It's Rouse, go again for 7 into E-Strike for 7, and then Arsenal the Golden Sun. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter from there. I think we had it either way. Man, that was an interesting finish to a game. Oh, yo, Jankles, what's up, dude? He said forgot about that. I did not. I also forgot about it, if it makes you feel any better. Heard people complaining that the game is getting too expensive to get into with the introduction of riches, like needing 3 fables for Marlin and Prism. What's your opinion? I mean, Jacob, I think the game is way too expensive. I don't really hide from that if I'm being all honesty. I think LSS like has a lot of uphill battle to like work on, like with the game being so expensive. It's the biggest, like, I think Project Blue is like a step in them trying to like make the game less expensive, but I just, the game is ridiculously expensive. Like, I think my, like, hang on, let's just take a look here. According to this, my Victor deck is $1,400. Like, I just don't think you should ever be spending $1,400 to like be able to play like a like standard format of a game, and I just think that's pretty tough. So yeah, I think LSS has a long way to go with that. I think that's LSS's biggest crutch with Flesh and Blood is the cost of the game. It's a very high barrier of entry to a competitive scene. So, one off the prevention text, even if op blocked differently, then I still win the following turn. All right. So we were still going to win that game no matter what, which feels pretty good. But just things to like kind of like talk about and keep in mind there. Let's see. Yeah, we got time for another one. Let's play another one. We got time for another one. Game cost makes my unemployed ass cry. I mean, bro, honestly though, if Project Blue kicks off as a premier format, it'll be so healthy. I really hope that's what they're doing, Jay. I hope that is their answer to that. Although I don't think that solves the problem, right? Because then you're like, compare it to Magic for a second. You end up having a game where people like are playing like Living Legend, like Legacy, and the game's so expensive that a lot of people don't play those tournaments in that format. And then like, I don't know, like it just kind of feels like we run in a small circle of Magic card, like, and I just don't think that's like a big deal. Playable Fables are cringe? Ooh, I don't know if I buy into that. I don't know if I buy into that. I think playable Fables are good for the game. If you have one high ticket card in every set, like I think that's fine. All right, so this is a No Room Boots matchup. We're running the small hammer. Okay, just kidding. Just kidding, they left. Yeah, somebody gifted you a membership earlier, Master. So, dude, let's go, live it up. I think the price on for Berry is base rarity. Yeah, I do agree that also. I was just curious. I hate every card. Oh wait, yo, you don't enjoy Flesh and Blood, Jacob? Just curious. I'm deciding. Relax. I know you're telling me first or second. We're gonna go first in this matchup. Okay. Time for like hard, sweaty practice right now. First off, that's what she said. But time for sweaty practice. Okay. What do we got? What are we sideboarding in against Gravy? I have a plan. I just want to see what it is before I start doing things. We are on... I'm sorry, what? It says I'm not playing out muscles. I personally think that's just crazy. We are going to cut to... we are going to cut... It says to cut 1 trounce. We want all the going in cards. See, I haven't updated my sideboard plan since I changed the deck for this matchup, and it's not right. So we have to decide. We want Crush the Weaks to be able to kill allies. We probably don't want Choke Slams. We probably want these. Do we want to play Pummels over Trounces, maybe? I have yet to play this matchup with Pummels. We're going to try it and see how it feels. I don't know how much I like this, but we're going to try it and see what happens. Pen and notebook ready for sure. I think leaving in the 4-block clashes is fine. Does this even do anything? Did I just not put compass in? I'm sorry. Hang on, I'm such an idiot. I literally just didn't put in the tech card that I have for the matchup. Okay. This is why I hate not having my sideboard correct. Okay, we're gonna cut trounces. These are all definitely in. We're gonna play Crush the Weak over Erase Face. I don't think Erase Face does anything. Like, it turns off a few things, but nothing crazy. Yeah, like, Batter to the Pulp is literally in the deck for this matchup. And I'm just, like, asleep at the wheel out here. I'm just, like, asleep at the wheel. Let's see what we draw into. I think making mites on turn 0 is very powerful. I just sideboarded incorrectly. We're going to pitch this and attack for 4. No, Batter to a Pulp's supposed to be in. I'm a bag nun and not paying attention. So everybody, yeah, I'm a bag nun. All right, we're going to we set up 3 mites on turn 0. Arsenal the out muscle. Okay, well, this is looking pretty good so far. Pretty good start to this. Pretty good start to this. We're going to see what they throw at us, though. Depending on what they throw could change everything. Does it exist as a paper card? Yeah, I own 3 copies of it. I would like to be able to kill this thing, right? Like, I think killing this is pretty important. But if I go out muscle at them for 9, I'm not able to kill this. I'm gonna ignore this and see what happens. I made them myself on my HP printer. I mean, listen. Whatever gets you cards, right? Whatever gets you cards. All right, so my opponent's going to take 9. Oh, just kidding. Just kidding. They're going to... okay, or they can destroy the top card of their deck. Yep. So this is probably going to block 6, I'm imagining. Yeah, they get a limpet from hand. So they take 3. We're going to close the combat chain. I mean, we'd have to crack 2 golds, go back-to-back blues, and then throw Spinal Crush at this, and I just don't think it's worth, right? Like, I think we're just supposed to arsenal the Spinal Crush here and just set up. I don't know. I just hate wasting the value. Hey, what's up, Arc Knight? I think Valda will be good when we get to the Mastery Pack. It felt better. The game felt better, but like we did not win the game. We did not even get close to winning the game. We're just gonna block, and we're gonna throw Spinal Crush at them for 13. I mean, we've had a very aggressive start to the game. I think we need to lean into it. I think we just need to lean into the aggressive start. Thoughts on the new Bravo, aka Starvo Light? I mean, I think it looks pretty cool. Do we know, like, is it a CC hero or is it just like a Blitz hero? I mean, I think there are lots of assassin cards that just banish things in general, so I don't know that you necessarily need to banish specifically allies. I think they can just banish cards from graveyards. Gravekeeping would be really good against this deck. Rouse the Ancients at Chum into kill this. I think it's fine. We'll have to go to 34, but I'm pretty content with that playline, I think. He's a young hero so far, but who knows? So we're going to go ahead and hit the Chum here. Do we want to just... I don't really want to Arsenal the Cranial Crush, to be honest. The Cranial Crush is like kind of a mediocre card to Arsenal here. And them drawing cards, like, I mean, I guess it's pretty good off their hero ability, but they have a Limpet in their graveyard, and that's really it. I don't want to have to protect my Cranial Crush against a Command and Conquer or against a Conqueror of the High Seas, so we're going to leave it in hand and just give ourselves an intellect penalty here. I mean, in Kayo, it's insane, right? Yeah, Rouse the Ancients getting put back to 0 because of Snag is really cool. It's really powerful. One of the things that's really fun about Rouse the Ancients is that there's a card that like halves your attack's next like base or whatever. I think it's an arrow. And it's really cool because like Rouse the Ancients completely gets around it. Completely gets around it. Because Rouse the Ancients has 0 base, and so you half that and then add 7 anyway. So that was a really cool thing to be doing like during that format. Uh-oh, about to go with the Mage Master boots here. Okay. We are risking a little bit here. I mean, what if we take 2, block the Sawbones, kill the Limpet, and then we'll Arsenal the Outmuscle? I think it's fine, right? I think that's a fine play. Fatigue shot. Jade knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, fatigue shot. Yeah, I remember I got hit with a fatigue shot a couple of times playing against Azalea when I was Victor, and I would just like have a rouse, and I'd be like, oh, this is insane. So this is funny because like this just kind of like played into our plan here as what we wanted to do anyway. And we've got their Mage Master boots out of the way now. Now, the question we have to ask ourselves is Limpet better or is Sawbones better to get off the table? I think we're better to get Sawbones off the table. Well, I mean, they don't have a lot of ways to generate Go again, right? So if they're attacking us for 6, we could like block with 2 cards and then like outmuscle them. I'm going to kill the Go again ally. I want to know what you guys think, though. Do you guys think killing Limpet or Sawbones is better here? Send some messages on what I've thought so far in testing this meta, by the way. Okay, nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. I will read it tonight. Or I might read it tomorrow. I've got a lot of stuff I got to do at work tomorrow, but I'm going to have a mental break at some point, just so I don't, like, attempt to kill myself at a certain point. I mean, yeah, it feels kind of bad to have to block this, but I really don't want to give them a gold. So if we block E-Strike Thunderquake, the problem is if they have like a follow-up attack, we're in a bad spot, right? Hey, what's up, Rodrigo? You would have hit Sawbones? Always Limpet. Okay. I want to deny them gold if we can. Like, if we deny them gold, it prevents them from, like, being able to, like... It prevents them from being able to, like, confidently activate their gold-baited hook. And then they're going to play this from hand. I think this is a prime opportunity to just clear both of these, right? Like, we can just very confidently use our go again to clear both of these. We're not necessarily in a bad spot. They don't really have any, like, really good setup going on in their graveyard right now. They have no gold. This has been a rather slow start to the game for them. So I think because of that, we're okay to make this play. It's worth noting we could have been punished pretty bad there. What does Portside Exchange say? Okay. So they discarded the Rigor Mortis, and they made a gold token. So they discarded... Wait, what? Oh, discard a card, then draw a card. Okay, so it like pseudo cycles, or I guess it more like it rummages. More like is accurate, but they keep hitting me with all of this. We could just give up the Golden Sun and crush the weak, and then kill this, and then Arsenal the Zealous Belting. There's a Whaler Humperdinck they're pitch stacking. They're doing a pretty good job of, like, taking, like, playing these cards that, like, are taking cards out of my hand and, like, kind of making tempo happen a little bit. So, I don't know. Isn't Guardian's game plan in a gravy mainly to clear allies and fatigue them? So it's weird, Eric. There are some allies I think you have to clear, and then there are some allies that, like, I want to leave in play. So, like, my opponent has 1 gold right now. If my opponent puts, like, an Oyston into play or something like that, I'm not going to block it. Not going to block it. Or I'm not going to kill it, I mean. Because it just generates extra gold for them. Oh, it's not what I wanted. I mean, I definitely want to block here, so... We also have a very good, like, go again hand here, especially if we win this clash. Winning with a Spinal Crush is solid. Winning with a Spinal Crush is actually insane. It's actually very, very powerful. Somebody the other night referred to Limpet Hopalong as Gravy Bones' version of Chrome Eye. And I feel like that's a really solid way to look at that card. We can block Spinal Crush, Chokeslam, and Aura Magus is the first line that I find here. I could let my Arsenal go, but I don't want to give them another gold. So I think this is fine. Yeah, them going 3 wide there was very possible at the start of the turn. Maybe there's a world where, like, if I ever have 3 blues in a hand, I'm pretty inclined to just go ahead and give up the flexors. They could also still go 3 wide. I was like, there could be something else after this. I am just going to overpitch to swing the hammer. There's no reason for us to, like, try and get, like, fancy here. We could go double Zealous Belting, but I really like I like to play this matchup like Prism in some certain ways. I like to Arsenal Zealous Belting so that I'm able to, like, keep a go again card on hand ready to roll. Now, like, this hand's crazy good. So like right here, I think I'm going to immediately pitch the disable to block with the flexors this turn. This just feels like a really good flexors turn. And like plus keeping disable in the deck is really good. They've started generating more and more gold over the course of the game so far. So like we're not as like pinpointed on like trying to like hamstring them there. But we are like focusing on trying to keep them off the board in other ways. Like they're going to put the Whaler Humperdinck into play here, I think. No, just the Rigor Mortis. Ooh, that's tough. So we can block with the shield here. I think we need all the points we can get, and considering that we're already down 2 gold main estates, I'm pretty comfortable blocking with the shield here and then using flexors. I think this is fine. Hey, what's up, Flesh and Bad? What's going on? The gyms felt pretty good. It's felt pretty good. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, there's times where like it can be weird. Like, is a might token worth a gold? Probably not, right? Because we're on very minimal clash cards, so it's probably like the 1 point is probably just fine that we're giving them. I mean, it does feel bad, don't get me wrong, but I think we're going to pass on killing the Rigor Mortis here. I know that letting them start to stack up a board, especially with something like Rigor Mortis, is like not great because it's just a like pay 1 attack. But I really like the idea of just throwing... It does feel a little bit worse now. Onka is one that we need to kill on sight. I mean, maybe we just use Tunic and we just like pitch the Command and Conquer to kill the Rigor Mortis here. Maybe it's just worth it now. I was going to throw the CNC at them, but I think this is fine now with the play that we've transitioned. Aurora's recording, but says hi as well. Well, I appreciate that. Please tell Aurora I said hi. Also, Tegan. I was about to ask. I was like, is it Tegan or is it Aurora? I was like, I'm always curious to know. Tell me the Fable sucks so I don't have to buy it. Salsa, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Salsa. Here we go. I told you to cut all the Clash cards. No, the Clash cards are fine. I'm never cutting this because it's a blue, right? Like, I can never cut Clash of Might because it's a blue and we're only on 30, Josh, is the unfortunate truth of this. But yeah, just open the Fable, Forehead. Like, duh. That's actually what I did. I actually just opened the Fabled. God. Blocking this is so stupid. So, Onka's gonna make our turn very weird, right? I mean, I guess it works out to be able to block this with the gauntlets. If they have... Please put Dead Threads into play. Or not Dead Threads, Whaler Humperdinck. Alright, so what does our turn look like? Are we blocking with the Command and Conquer? So we can't block with the Command and Conquer, right? Because we need a card to discard is the problem here. So our turn is going to be play Gold Main Estate. Actually, I take that back. If we say no blocks, we can go E-Strike, go again at them, hammer to kill this, and then Arsenal to Gold Main Estate, which is just better, right? We're still taking 5, but it's giving us a cleaner play pattern. Yeah, it's giving us a cleaner line to be able to like still deal some damage to them. We are going to attack them. Then we'll pitch the Thunk, and then we'll Arsenal the Gold Main Estate for next turn. Put Clash of Vigor in my Victor deck and was thinking about replacing Clash of Might. What would you replace it with? Also working on Marlin. Tegan, are you going to are you guys going to Singapore, by any chance? And then we'll just go ahead and kill the Anka here. I think getting Anka off the board is like mostly important because of a card like Riches of Tropeldani or Visit Goldman Estate. We are going to hammer the ally. We did. Did I say hammer them? If I said hammer them, I apologize. It's not what I meant. Star City Games had them pre-selling for $150. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't have paid that for it up front. I'd have waited to see what we hit. I wouldn't have paid that for it up front. The problem we're in now is that they're starting to establish a little bit of a graveyard. I mean, I guess it's just 2 Whaler Humperdinks, but still, either one of them is super relevant, right? They hit a red. We'll be taking 1. Deal a Rooney, big dog. Okay, now we're cooking with cheese. All right, so if we block E-Strike and Debilitate, I can try to rip into a blue. I mean, we could get pummeled here, right? Technically, no, they didn't put an ally in there, so there's no Dead Threads pummel. Okay, good. So if I block E-Strike and Debilitate here, I can rip into a blue, and I can pitch Cranial Crush to play this, have 2 floating, draw blue, play Spinal Crush, draw red, and do a lot of nothing. So the E-Strike is a safer play. If I draw red that's playable, like if I draw an Erase Face, I have the ability to play the Erase Face in Arsenal, the E-Strike, which is a much better play. I could draw into a Crush the Weak. Crush the Weak is a little weird no matter what we keep, but it works better with this. It works better with keeping the E-Strike. So it's really about, do we draw blue or not? I don't know. It's an interesting choice. Ice water soup has a nice, refreshing crisp to it that you just can't beat. Ice water soup. What? What are we talking about? I feel like I missed something in chat. Unfortunately, we're probably moving later this year, so it's local events. Oh, that's where the ice water soup came from? Gotcha. I mean, to be fair, like, there's nothing wrong with that, you know? Nothing wrong with that at all. So we're going to crack a gold to draw a card, and then, oh my god, we're drawing all the gas right now. Batter to a pulp to get Compass off the board is just better, right? Is it, though? Like, Batter to a Pulp's really good. Don't get me wrong. I love this card. And the idea of it is that we want to kill the Compass. But, like, this for 10 next turn is just insane. I would have almost have rather have just drawn a crappy blue here so I didn't have to make this decision. I have no idea if this is right. I think we're supposed to Arsenal the Batter to the Pulp. I intentionally didn't look at the chat because I wanted to come to that decision on my own, but I don't know if Batter to a Pulp is better. I really don't know if it's a better card to keep. Because my concern is that we keep this and then they're able to like put Whaler Humperdinck into play and we're in a really weird spot. Oh my god. They hit a blue. I mean, we can pummel this, right? So even if they put this into play, maybe we're just supposed to pummel this. Sure, but if they're Whaler this turn, it's awkward. Oh, it looks like they're not going for Whaler this turn. I feel like they're really saving this for like a late game play, which I think is like a smart decision. But man, if I get to keep this hand, No guarantee I do. Like, a lot of disruption in their deck. But if I get to keep this hand, brother, I would really like to be able to keep this hand because this is, like, insane. My man said just draw Pummel and get rewarded. I mean, honestly, real talk, though, dude. Okay. What are you going to go search for? It's also the first call to the grave they've played this game, I'm pretty sure. They get an Anka. Like, I think we just don't care about this, right? Like, I think we're just going to go to 20 to just play our hand. I hate not killing allies. Like, my brain is like, kill the allies. It's like all I can think about. Batter to a pulp for 15 is pretty cool. Yeah, use Compass for one last time, I suppose. Because this is like, more than likely we're going to connect here, right? Like, more than likely we're going to crush. This is for 15, for Christ's sake. That's right. Hopefully there's like a prevention effect they want to play this turn cycle. I doubt it, but still. Yeah, battering Compass is very game winning. I do agree with you, Pockets. Oh, man. This is why you play Guardian, these moments right here. I mean, honestly, dude, like, real talk, Eric. Real talk, bro. The second the Tunic counter comes off, you're just like, ugh. Take 10. We'll go Pummel first. That's fine. Discard a Portside Exchange, and then we get rid of the Compass. Now, what does the rest of the game look like is the real question. Well, that's not great. Anka is a Polish way to say cute, and I can't read it the anchor way. Huh, interesting. That's fun. Okay, so their turn is literally just attack for 5. I'm thinking about taking 5, killing this, and passing. Like, take 5, pitch all of my reds to kill this, and try to go for, like, a pummel play. I weirdly think we have to. Oh, yeah. No, like, it's coming back. Like, it always, what goes around with Guardian comes around with Guardian. That I promise you. It always happens. It never fails. So now that we have them down to 7. Okay, this, like, Oyston is a great example of an ally that I don't give a shit about. Ever. Like, it's just there. This feels like a pretty good turn to try and go to 3 if they put the Whaler into play. The problem is like when they put Whaler into play, they want to be able to attack with it, right? I mean, this is a huge hand. Oyston is just them having a 3-power weapon. I agree, Annabelle. Can no longer play ally and attack the same turn. Oh, shit. I'm not gonna lie. In my head, and God, I'm about to sound so stupid. In my head, we're always trying to get rid of the Compass because we're like, oh my God, you can't see the top card of your deck anymore. I forget shit doesn't have Go Again anymore. Oh my God. They have no Go Again. Yeah, bro, man, God. Sometimes, I'm telling you, things do not go... Sometimes the elevator just doesn't make it all the way to the top in my brain. Sometimes it just doesn't, boys. Yeah, I thank you for pointing that out, Pockets, because let me tell you, your boy was not going to get there on his own. That's fine. We're going to start by pitching Riches of Tropaldani. I hope they activate this. Oh, shit. Okay, bail out. Bail out. So we're going to go out muscle at this. And then I think I'm going to make the weird greed play where I go for the pummel. Or should we just wait? Should I just throw lethal at them and then just wait for the Command and Conquer turn? We're going to wait for the CNC turn. I'm going to wait. The first draw off the Test of Strength was rough, but the Choke Slam pulled it back a little bit. I hate to tell you, Aggro, you sounded way stupid before this. Thanks, Josh. That's the love I'm looking for, dude. Oh. I mean, we could have just went for the pummel play. And to be fair, like, it might have just won us the game right there. But I think we're in such a good spot, we're okay just waiting, right? I'm really hoping they throw a physical attack at us. I mean, we're just going to go for the Golden Sun pummel play this turn. They're going to use the rum to put the Whaler Humperdinck, and then they're going to attack us for 11. Yeah, dude, that's actually so okay with me. Hang on. Let me check for their 0 for 6 bullshit defense reaction. There's 1 blood in the water, 2 blood in the water. We've seen all 3 of them, so they're just dead here. I don't think they can do it. So we're going to block here. I guess we'll save the arm piece for something else, just in case it comes up. There is no Test of Strength ability. We're going to take 7, go to 7. We go down to 3 gold, and they're going to go up to 3 gold. And then it's 14 overpower Pummelese. They also can attack Whaler if they're low. They have to block. I mean, yeah. So, like, that's the cool thing is, like, even if there is some weird world where, like, they survive here, like, they're not going to have enough cards to hit us with the Whalers, so it's going to be fine. This should just be enough to end the game, though. Like, they'll block Dead Threads in a card. And then for the ultimate BM, we'll just play the pummel here. Okay. Okay. So it's actually much more reasonable with tech. It's the first game I've played where I've had Batter to a Pulp in the deck. Now, to be fair, Batter to the Pulp, like, we saw the ceiling of that card that game. And yeah. I also feel like my opponent used Mage Master Boots, like, pretty poorly, if I'm being honest. Like, they end up watching this, like, I don't mean any disrespect. I just feel like they used it pretty badly. I feel like there was definitely a better window there. Batter to a Pulp. Got Compass and really slowed them down. Op had a slower start on Gold. Golden Sun, Overpower, closed it out. All right, so let's see. I've played, how many Victor games have I played? I've played 23 Victor games over the last, like, X amount of days, and I'm 17-6 playing Victor. I mean, you know, some of those are definitely, like, opponent 2 or, like, you know, not as, you know, like, still trying to figure some things out, it appears. But, you know, anyway, I'm very glad that we won that game. That was a close game, and Batter to a Pulp looked really good right there. The way Aurora plays Jarl into Gravy is just kill allies the whole game, explode the Compass. It's a pretty solid strat, but if the Gravy knows what they're doing, they can plan accordingly. Yeah, so I think that's my problem, right? Is that, like, I think most people can play around that. Salsa, we are playing 3 copies of Battering. Hey, Igor, what's up, dude? Oh, you were the Jarl? Oh, nice. I enjoyed the game, brother. I'm just joining the stream now to avoid to see your plays. Thanks for the game. I'm still learning to play with Gravy Bones. Dude, Igor, I really enjoyed the game, man. I really appreciate the game, brother. It's a deck I need practice into. I definitely wait. Did I think I put the record wrong on there. We lost to Verdance 3 times tonight. We went 5-3 tonight, not 5-2. That's misleading, so I apologize for that. We lost to Verdance 3 times in a row. We got to continue to dig into that matchup and see what we can do. All 12 copies of Go Again cards did not seem to be consistently enough. So I don't really know what the game plan is there. I'm going to test the AB3 playing Null Rune Robe a little bit more and see how it feels. And I'll continue to look through stuff. So if anybody's got tech or ideas or anything they don't care to share, and even if it's not something you want out publicly, I will keep it to myself. I'm more than happy to not just blab about things on the internet. But yeah, so we'll keep working on the deck. We'll see what we can put together. Victor continues to be the deck I'm probably going to play for Singapore. Like the way the games have been feeling and going the last few days, it's feeling like it's in a really good spot. So we just got to figure out some little tweaks here and there. But anyway, guys, no stream tomorrow. Be a video tomorrow, though. Make sure you check it out. We got some Victor gameplay for you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate all the follows, all the subs, all the love tonight. Really means a lot. We sat in the 130s, 140s for a while, so I really appreciate you all hanging out and chilling with me tonight, man. Like we had a record-breaking 171 viewers last night, so I really appreciate that. It means a lot. And then tonight we hung out in the 130s, 140s a lot tonight, so I really appreciate it, guys. It means a lot. I will be back on Thursday. We've let in the YouTube members and Twitch subscribers vote on what we're going to play on Thursday. So remember, if you're a Twitch sub or a YouTube member and you've not linked your Discord to YouTube or Twitch, make sure you do that so you can vote on what we're going to play on Thursday. Have a good night, and I will see you guys Thursday. Take it easy, guys. Kyle requested 5 subs of water. Fucking weeb. It was not water. That was not water.
Oh, here, have some water.
I was lied to. The lies. Yo, only 4 cups? Listen at this man. That is 4 full cups, Cusco.